lot of money to spend on Baldur's Gate. But hey, we're live.
Oh, are we? Yeah.
Yep.
Holy shit. So I can't talk about my character and what they're inspired by and all the things of that because no, I can't talk about that here.
Oh, whoops. Wait, why not?
Don't worry about it.
I've forgotten to turn on my thingy, so we've got time for you to
No.
share.
Don't worry about it. No.
Meanwhile, I'm just looking for a decent, like, $30-ish headset.
What, is your character inspired by a hentai or something?
No, it's inspired by my own works.
Oh.
My own original character works.
Oh. Neat.
That
I'd
may
love
or
to hear
may
it
not be
sometime.
porn.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I see. We've all got characters like that, it's okay. Anyway,
Yeah, but are you playing them in your Baldur's Gate 3?
yeah, why not?
No?
Oh,
For
hey,
one,
Lulu, remember
they
to turn
lack-
off your channel points.
I don't see a reason why I wouldn't play them in Baldur's Gate 3. Hold on. I'm going to go and change and set.
I guess there is a big cock mod, but like, why though?
Hold on, I'm going to check on something. I'll be right back.
Lamau immediately disintegrates.
I'm gonna leave the text to speech on in case, as long as people behave.
You know they won't.
What do you mean? It's my channel. They usually do. Because they're usually not fucking talking.
Honk honk. Yeah, it's relatable. I've had more success through YouTube lately. I don't know why.
We're just gonna wait for Xavier.
Hello.
He's
Oh, there he is.
Which is better, headphones or earbuds?
Headphones. Over-the-ear headphones.
Yeah, over-the-ear headphones gotta be good.
And why?
They're comfy.
Yeah, true.
They make my head hot.
Skill
Well, that's
issue.
a you yeah, that's a you problem.
That sounds like a you problem.
They turn into flaming infernal contraptions that I wish to rip off of my ears at the end of every stream, lest I die or combust.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem about being in California or something. Because I mean, hell, I live in the South and it's
I
hot
live
and
in
humid.
Louisiana.
And, you know, it's fine. It's fine with my headphones on.
Ugh, God damn it.
Dare I go with another HyperX headphone set? Dare I to dream?
Okay, so I'm stopping the music on my end, and I'm gonna start up the thingy over here, and the stream, the share screen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Mhm.
that.
Okay, cool. I'm still
on.
like 30 seconds left into your ads.
Yep. I'm gonna make sure this is all ready for when people get out of the ads.
I mean, assuming that people are watching the ads and not just like using a actual like ad blocker like I do.
So,
Yeah.
you don't like to
Every
support
time I
me.
use
I
an
see
ad-
how it is.
Every time I
don't
use an
have
ad blocker,
time for that shit.
no, but every time I've used an ad blocker, it like stops working after a few weeks.
Mhm.
I hate
That
it.
is definitely a skill issue because mine has been working for like since I got Opera.
You okay there? You dying?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Concerned, but only a little.
No, it's fine. I mean, for me, it's weird seasonal allergies that always pop up this time of year. I did drink
Jesus.
some
Christ.
Well, no, that was me playing it up. It's gonna be less horrible than that.
Oh no, I'm looking at these prices for headphones. I don't
Oh.
give a shit about your seasonal allergies.
Oh,
Wow.
fuck you then,
What a
man.
fucking sociopath. Jesus Christ. Just don't care, huh? Just don't care. It's fine. Damn.
I'm sorry.
You hope the vacation went okay? Well, it's not totally over yet. I'm gonna extend it until next week, and then I'm gonna be back fully.
Oh
but
man, imagine having hot weather and not having tomorrow be 80-something degrees.
every day is 80 degrees here. Or
Every day
more.
here is like
But
110.
But that's fine. Like 80 degrees is fine.
Without AC.
Mm,
I don't have any form of temperature control. There's
Because it costs $30 a day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's pain. Anyway. Anyway,
That sucks.
were we here or were we? Oh yes, we were on the next page. In fact, I was cliffhanging us because
Oh yeah, I know exactly where we're at.
Jaspers
Oh,
is up
boy.
to something.
I'm pretty sure we're just about to get Cackerel Rose.
Jaspers wants to cuddle. He is feeling so pleased and friendly.
He wants some love, and he doesn't know what personal space is.
Jaspers, no.
And so
no,
we're
don't.
about to find about
Jaspers, no.
That needs a more dramatic no.
Shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
Gonna what?
No, I'm right, bitch. Oh god.
Meow meow, motherfuckers.
Cackerel Rose.
Cat girl, eldritch squid, Rose.
Why is everything
Princess.
so always so wonderful?
Remember, she's also an eldritch princess. Eldritch princess, cat girl, Rose. So this isn't the same Calliope. I'm not sure how to.
Welcome back, Jade.
Sure. Yeah, that works.
Come toward me.
Does anyone want to do
I-
Jade?
Says, "Hi, it's good to see you again.
You're kind to believe that.
How long has it been?"
There is no way to measure.
Sound more morose.
Oh, you. Okay.
There is no way to
Like,
measure.
look at her face. Is there an ounce of a smile on that face?
No,
You should.
not at all, darling.
Yeah. Don't sound like you're smiling. Just don't do it.
Alright, fuck it.
Jade, could you wait over here? I will return in a moment.
Ooh, boy.
I've been searching for you.
So you have. And I've been waiting. What will it be?
Pardon? I don't. Forgive my faltering, miss. Miss Calliope? I don't know what to do. Am I supposed to ask you something?
No. But you may if you wish.
In that case, Jade told me that you enjoy telling stories, like me. Is that true?
I used to. Long ago, I would tell stories to myself for the sake of amusement.
More sagely, please. She's like beyond emotion. She's been here for like billions of years.
More sagely, the fuck you want from me?
Fucking... No.
Give me direction, bitch!
I am! I gave you direction! Fucking... Holy shit, man. I told you, like, emotionless. Look at the expression on her face.
I used to.
No. Okay. I used to.
Fine, do it yourself.
I'm trying to give you fucking live direction. Jesus. Holy, my gosh. Hello?
What?
You know what live, have you ever been recording a live direction voice acting performance?
No. I mean, except for this.
Okay. If you ever do a live direction, which is favorable because you don't have to do retakes, you assume I am the director. I'm going to direct you by example because that's the easiest way to describe the role.
All right.
I said like emotionless. Like fucking sagely. Yeah. Obviously the words didn't catch. So here is an example. I used to. Long ago, I would tell stories to myself for the sake of amusement. Now I only tell them to others when it serves a purpose. Is there a story you would like to hear? Detached, otherworldly, ethereal, perhaps.
Got you.
I used to. Long ago, I would tell myself stories for the sake of amusement. Now I only tell them to others when it serves a purpose. Is there a story you would like to hear?
There you go. Better. It's like the opposite of Calliope without being violent like her brother, because this Calliope did not receive any kind of socialization, talking to anybody, etc. She has...
So, no British then?
I mean, the British is fine for distinction, it's just... emotionally detached from literally everything that could ever have an emotion. That's...
Let's pick up.
Alright. Possibly? There's so much to wonder. Why are you here? I mean, in the lair of Echidna.
This is where I was killed.
Oh.
Would you like to hear that story? My death was the very end, of course. When telling a story of the end, where does one begin? At the true beginning, or one of the many points between disguised as such? In a story of the end, which events preceding the final moment itself shall finally be considered extraneous? For me, none were. For you, all are. It simply depends on how long you're willing to listen and for how long you have.
How long do I have?
Now that you're here, not long at all.
Oh. I want to listen to as much as possible, in whatever amount of time I have, if you please.
From the true beginning then, and moving swiftly. I began the same as you, vulnerable, weak, but without the comfort of others, to whom those flaws would endear me. So I became strong and killed my brother. I wore him down. I ate his soul. I dressed my words in his blood to hear victory each time I spoke. I consumed his strength too. It was always in me, just as yours was in him. But being strong was not enough. A dead session is an impossible time challenge.
I might
The plant.
suggest just a little bit extra direction.
Mhm.
How best to explain this? You know that fucking crazy deep woods elf lady from the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
No.
From the Mirkwoods,
Nope.
who's all
Never
spooky
seen
and
it.
shit.
Never
Wow.
seen Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
Or if I have, it's been over 20 years. So
Wow.
I don't have any streaming services. and I'm lazy.
the Rings? Oh my god, you never seen Lord of the Rings?
I was thinking, I was trying to think of the best way to explain. Think of, everything's maybe emotionless isn't the right way, but like not totally. It's not exactly what I'm trying to describe, I guess. Kind of more
Monotonous?
Okay, hold on. How about you just try to show me what you mean?
like monotonous
Try
or
to emulate it.
oh wait, hold on.
I do better through example rather than instruction.
A dead session is an impossible time challenge. The planets detonate sooner and sooner, one by one. It is a trial designed to be unwinnable. A muse
I
of
think I can do
space.
that.
Yeah, like a fucking long-lived ancient elf trying to explain the universe in as objective terms as possible to someone much younger than themselves.
So not quite dead inside as I was going for.
Yeah, I mean, like, she has some of that quality, but like, that's
Not.
I just
there.
meant
Yeah,
more.
I get you.
Just meant more ethereal.
I don't really have a lot of experience doing that, but I will do my best.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
A dead session is an impossible time challenge. The planets detonate sooner and sooner, one by one. It is a trial designed to be unwinnable. A muse of space could never solve it, but a lord of time could with relentless perseverance. It could only be him.
My brother.
Yes. I was never meant to rise to the place he holds because the game was rigged. Tilted in favor of his aspect. Having gained immortality, I could sit forever in a spent dead session, or I could seek counsel with the mother of monsters. And that is why you stand in my memory of her lair. Better?
A bit. Yeah, it's incrementally. We're getting there. But it's much better. Sorry.
Okay.
Perfection is never possible.
I
But
know.
Much better. And I'm just
Good
bad
enough.
with words, okay?
Good enough.
Like I said, much better, but I am bad with words.
I get you. I'm not upset. Don't worry. Her choice was simple, and I accepted. She mercifully ended my life then and there. Less mercifully is what came in exchange. My soul would have to wait here for what felt like a very, very long time.
Wait for what?
You? Echidna told me that your visit would be my signal, an indication that the furthest ring around me had uncoiled itself momentarily enough to be navigable. It would mean it was time for me to go and fulfill the rest of my promise to her. So that is what I will do.
Very good. I do want to suggest on
Yeah, the U I gave was not good.
I would have
You.
said, yeah, instead of you, I would have gone, you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I understood the moment I fucked it up. Oh well, inflection. Inflection go burr. We're still learning.
I see. Then, what about me?
What do you mean?
I was under the impression I needed to find you, and apparently that was true, so that you can leave, but I thought this encounter might hold some purpose for me? That you might let me know if I fit into everything from this moment forward or onward.
Your only relevance here, and to the greater good, was dysfunction as my signal. A simple notification as foretold by Echidna. Now that you are here, I can go.
But then, what should I do?
You don't need to be.
Try that again.
You don't need to do anything.
Mm.
Be who you've become and who I didn't. Consume the fruits of an existence I could never understand.
I would have been more, you don't need to do anything.
You don't need to do anything. Be
Yeah,
who
good.
you've become and who I didn't. Consume the fruits of an existence I could never understand. Live.
Damn. It's the girl. Woo, yeah, baby.
Ah! Wait, do I have the wrong... Oh, hold on.
Hmm?
Did I do this
Homestuck
again?
is also DVD.
Yeah, oh fuck.
What? What'd you do?
Hold on, I didn't change my info from the last time I streamed, because I thought the last time I streamed was Homestuck.
Chitinous good boy got his VTuber some well done DVD in the Dead by Daylight category.
Hold on, I'm fixing it.
It's too late.
No, it isn't. I'm ending the stream and I'm starting it again.
No, what? Don't
That's
do that.
dumb. It's probably already done, so it doesn't
I'm
matter what
deleting.
you
I'm
protest.
deleting. I'm deleting any evidence that I ever fucked up.
No, don't do that.
No.
All you have to do is make a fucking highlight and rename that Homestuck, and then
Or you
like
can just like go to Video Manager and
Fine.
literally rename it. You fucking heathen.
Nope. Nope. I have to. I have to
fine.
delete the evidence that I ever fucked anything up ever. That's what I.
Fine.
That's what I
the
have to do.
evidence will be deleted by the time you change the VOD name.
You know, you're right, but nah. I gotta do it now. I gotta do it now. I gotta delete
Oh.
everything. I gotta delete my channel. I gotta delete my Twitter.
All right.
Damn. Anyways, it's thundering outside.
That's sexy.
Saver, where do you live? Is it like the deep south where you lose your like electricity at the barest hint of thunder?
No, it's not that bad. Sometimes the power outage happens after the storm is passed. I'm not kidding on that. There's been times in which it stopped raining.
Yeah.
And then Georgia Power decided, hey, by the way, boop, power
Hold
off.
on.
Can I just say for a second? Hold on a second. Susie, you sounded like the sound that speakers make when you get a text message close to them. For just a there it is.
Yo.
Yeah?
Do you have? Do you have?
You mean
do you
this
have your,
noise?
do you have your phone next to your microphone?
Oh, maybe a little. I didn't realize it would cause feedback. Fuck!
You-
I thought that was an old tech issue.
No. You still, your microphone still, it still intercepts those radio waves.
I'm not texting. I'm using Discord.
That's the same thing. It's like if I brought this over here.
You are sending a wireless signal through your microphone through the air.
I've never done this before. That's weird.
Yeah, well, I probably just haven't noticed the.
Well, sorry.
I'm just teasing you now. Anyway.
I know. I'm playing along because it's fun. Anyhow.
All right. Anyway, so back to this ring that we're seeing here. Yeah, ring. Guess. Oh man.
Give me. Oh shit, she's alive again. Let's go. This is an incredibly gay moment, and I'm incredibly here for it. Let's go.
Oh, look at the bean. She's so happy.
What?
The snick.
That's a big snack.
It is me. I am the snack.
No.
Why not? Why am I not allowed to be the snack?
Because you're not a kid now.
Damn, you're right.
So you actually understood what she was saying with that ear-splitting malarkey?
Yes.
Wow. I guess we really did send the right person then. Plus one useless tag-along, I guess, to bear witness or something. And probably record the legendary conversation like a scribe with his benchwarmer's pen into the hallowed scroll of the second banana.
What?
Except I didn't bring my pen or pencil, and I don't speak monster screaming, so my transcript would read like, more shrill noises, like God playing the edge of a glass inside your think pan. Mariam continues to nod along.
We talked about you.
What? You did? What did she say?
It was a short it was a short conversation. The entire exchange was quite brief and straightforward, actually.
Okay. Well, here I am, Queen Snake. Satisfied? Oh, whoops,
No.
wait, sorry. Wait, huh?
No, I kinda got that.
Oh, fuck, I completely... No, I kinda got that, Lamel. No, I kinda got that. Even though I don't have a keen ear for beast twaddle, I can still detect when a conversation doesn't last for much time. I mean, did she say what she wanted with me? What she wants me to do?
You don't have anything. You don't have to do anything. And she didn't want anything with you in particular. She just wanted you here.
Okay. Well, here I am, Queen Snake. Satisfied?
Yes, she is apparently.
Then what did you talk about when my name came... Then what did you talk about when my name came up?
Now is probably not the right time to get too deep into the subject, but it was nothing bad. To the contrary, really.
Okay. And what about you? Why did she want to see you, Kanaya? Can you at least tell me something about this maddening exchange?
The bottom line is the meeting has served its purpose and Echidna is satisfied. She will release the frog when the time comes. I think Vriska was basically right. She wanted to get a look at us, to assess our worthiness, before she would agree to authorize the conception of another universe. It would seem that we've measured up, once the questions were answered.
What questions?
Those pertaining to how her universe will be treated once occupied, and whether we intend to take that responsibility seriously by following through with the duties we have fundamentally tasked ourselves with by our natural inclinations. I mean us specifically, you and I.
Duties? Natural inclinations? What the fuck is she talking about?
Natural inclinations, I think, just means some idea that is important to us that has threaded its way through every moment and decision of our lives, even when not apparent. The refrain of our being may be you can call it. The refrain of our being, maybe you can call it. A thing that attracts and inspires us simultaneously weighs on us so heavily we are never sure what to do. For me, it is the procreation, I believe. And so does she, fighting for the persistence of our people. I guess you could say motherhood.
What about me then?
I think that is for you to say.
I'm not sure it is, really. I've been hearing you right. Worthiness of inheriting this universe hinges on whether I can live up to what my shit is about, so to speak. But I don't know what my shit is about. I'd really like to know, actually. Considering it sounds like you touched on that subject with her, even if only briefly. Then it sounds like a conversation I would have benefited from understanding. Really, if there was only one clangorous creature scree I'd like to have been able to parse over my lifetime, this was probably it.
So, you really don't have even the slightest sense of what you stand for. Some concept that speaks to you in some way, or represents ideals important to you.
I don't know. Blood?
Blood?
No, not blood. I mean, not really. Maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what that means or why I said it. Except that it's the easy answer, just because it's my fucking aspect.
Well, it's a topic I can get behind. Do you have any?
What? You mean aside from a shitload of the stuff I carry around in my veins all the time? No, sorry.
Oh.
Please don't look at my body like that while drooling.
Whoops.
But really, I don't have a clue what my aspect means, or if it even has any substantive correlation with my shit, or whatever Echidna was going on about. Honestly though, when we started playing the game and learning about all the aspect stuff and who was what, I got so excited when I found out about mine. I was like, what? Blood? Fuck yeah, that's me. That's so badass. And I'm badass, so yeah, that checks out. And even though the thing about being a badass was bullshit, it still just felt right. And I think it still does.
That's nice. I think you can only be positive to feel a deep affinity for one's aspect, rather than being at odds with it. I never felt like I had much to do with space, until eventually, I somehow came to understand space meant more than just space. Like, not just physical room and dimension for stars to occupy. It's deeper than that. A field related to propagation. The ones who create it, they are passing a torch, as it were.
Yeah, at first I thought blood just meant like something about being a warrior, or being completely ruthless to anyone standing in the way of victory. But as more time passed, I realized there was probably a lot more to it. And I still don't understand. Maybe I never will, but you know, even though I don't have those immature views on being a big shot anymore, I still want to fight.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, not any old time like some belligerent asshole, but when everything is on the line and it really matters. Sorry. Now I realize. Not any old time like some belligerent asshole. I'm dumb. But when everything is on the line and it really matters. Like now. So maybe I wasn't too far off on that part of my aspect? Maybe it does have something to do with, like, the warrior spirit. Shit, even if your body and skills can't, or the warrior spirit shit, even if your body and skills can't quite back that up.
Could be. It could also be there's more to being a warrior than engaging in physical combat.
But seriously, I still want to help make a difference in this battle somehow.
I know you do.
Look, I completely admit, I'm shit. I'm the shit they reserve for the smelliest toilet when it comes to fighting ability. All that smack talk between me and Vriska about my uselessness, that wasn't even some snappy little farce, where we all ride Karkat's crotch bando for a lovely chuckle. It was just some basic boilerplate interlocution that was exactly on the fucking level. I'm not a god tier, but you know what? Neither are you, and neither is Terezi. But you're both great and deadly as shit. It's no excuse. I've never been any good, and it took me a long time to come to terms with how deluded I was about that. The only reason we ended up winning our game was that everyone else was able to pick up the slack for me. Pretty much all I did was spend a few weeks shouting at everybody. I never told anyone this, but even when I beat my denizen, I'm pretty sure that's only because I got the one reserved for the weakest players. Like a special one. You know how there's that supposedly rare one that only really strong players get? It has some weird fucking name. Pretty sure mine was like that, but just the opposite. Really, I never said anything about this because it was so embarrassing, but when I got to him, he was weirdly small. Like, just really small. And he mumbles his choice shit, which of course I completely ignore, and he seems to know I will. I can hear it in his voice, he knows I don't care. He can sense my contempt. He can sense how small and pitiful I feel because he's all like knowing, or he's like all knowing and shit. He's factored this in. On some level, I think I understood all this and it just made me furious. So I killed him. And it was too easy. Even for me, it was easy. I remember thinking, what the fuck? After the final blow. So yeah, I've been pretty sure I got the training denizen ever since. It was just a matter of admitting it to myself. Actually, as dumb as it sounds, I think I'm still not comfortable with people knowing that fact. It still feels humiliating. Would you mind not telling anyone, Kanaya?
I'll stay quiet.
But yeah, my utterly tragic lameness attribute notwithstanding, I'd still like to contribute. I know it won't count for much. I might even get in the way of somebody competent. But it matters to me to put everything on the line for all the right reasons this time. Not to prove I'm strong or awesome or anything. The opposite, really. To put myself out there knowing perfectly well I'm not. I feel like I have to earn the right to inherit this universe like everyone else. Not just get dragged into it on the loose fabric of everyone's fucking pajamas. It almost feels important to just, I don't know, stand there with my friends. They're risking their lives and they may be more supernaturally resilient or whatever, but hey, I should be risking mine too. To at least show I'm there with them. And who knows, maybe a moment will present itself. We can do something important. Like nudge someone out of the way of a random flaming fuckball just in time. Or some other small thing that actually within my ability. Maybe I'll die in the process of saving someone more crucial to victory? That's what it takes to be a part of this? So be it. I'm in.
That's why you're a leader, Carcat.
I'm not your fucking leader!
Statements like that are also why you're our leader.
No, I don't accept that!
You have to.
What? Why? No, I don't. Look, we just established this back on the pad. I'm not a leader anymore. End of story.
That isn't what Echidna said.
Huh?
It was part of the deal.
What? What deal?
The choice she gave me. It was straightforward, like I said. Seeing us was mostly a formality. She was perfectly willing to release the frog, but there was one small thing I had to agree to first.
What?
To protect you.
Huh?
In addition to living up to the things I supposedly stand for as well. The resurrection of our people. But once I did that, she made it clear. They need guidance. She didn't seem happy with the idea of her universe being stricken with yet another race of lost trolls. Maybe she feels you are the best chance we had at preventing that.
Are you fucking joking?
Not at the moment.
These denizens are full of surprises, aren't they? Okay, cool. Whatever you say, Echidna. It's probably a load of shit, but a deal's a deal. At least protecting me should be a pretty easy promise to live up to, right?
I'd hope so.
Sure it is. When I head out to battle, all you have to do is stick near me and do your best to provide me cover. I think as long as you're giving me your best effort, you're technically keeping your end of the bargain.
That would be one way of handling it.
Great. It's settled then. Now, let's get out of this stuffy cave and get psyched for battle. Man, this is gonna be great. I can't wait to dust the old sickle off. Which one to use, though? Home smell you later? Probably lacking in combat stats, but it's hard to say no to a classic. This way, Kanaya.
Don't worry, I'll meet you out there. Once it's all over.
Huh?
Ugh. Bonk. KO'd. Pat pat. Pleasant dreams, friend. If you can hear me in your dreams, you probably can't. Who wants to be Jasper Sprite? Or did I die?
Who does want to be Jasper Sprite?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not Jasper and it's not Rose anymore.
There, what kind of voice would you think they would have?
I don't know, Rose but excitable.
There. Oh, that's just gonna end up me sounding like Jade though. I guess I could. Let me try and figure this out. There.
What was I doing for her? It was more like ostentatious and bullshit. Ugh.
It's okay.
They're back. Maybe. At last, an end to this dreadful lull in our recent social patterns.
What lull? You've been talking non-stop since you were created.
You see, Roxy? We all knew you could find her. Especially me. Not to boast, but my faith in your ability to retrieve the cherub wasn't just some saccharine, friendly nonsense like it was for pretty much everyone else here. It was established in what is now a highly focused understanding of my aspect as well as these radically magnified feline instincts.
Yes, good point. It's true that feline instincts are no empirical way to contribute to one's prognosticative. I can't do it.
Prognosticative.
Acuity.
Prognosticative.
I can't!
Prognosticative.
Prognosticative!
Or prognosticative.
Okay. Yes, good point. It's true that one feline instincts in no empirical way contribute to one's prognosticative acuity. Fair enough. But they really make it feel like my intuition has more credibility than it really deserves. And to the cat portion of my being, that is good enough. Holy shit, I am legitimately pleased with myself right now.
Is this her, Roxy?
Oh, of course it's her. Hello, you beautiful creature.
Oh,
Pawpaw. Roxy, she's a treasure. The skull, absolutely exquisite. So smooth to the touch and full of luster, so macabre. So sublimely exsanguinous. Quite the fetching artifact to keep propped on such a smartly dressed pair of shoulders.
Could you maybe stop pawing at her? It's creepy.
The suit, spectacular. Tailored yourself, I gather? You have no idea what a burning desire I have to get a hair on. You have no idea what a burning desire I have to get hair on it. But don't worry, I won't. Oh my god, her eyes! Perfect glass, like a priceless doll's. 'Tis a special friend you pulled from the dead, Roxy. Thank you for sharing this gift with us. I can't chirp, but use your imagination.
Something like that. Or maybe you just say, CHIRP! I think chirp works.
Chirp!
So you could be brr.
Chirp!
Brr. Brr.
No, that sounds. Maybe that's
I
more of a
haven't done
Dave.
enough furry roleplay. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't have the experience.
You know, honestly, I think ironically, aggressively chirping would more be Dave's thing, though. 100%. I mean, Dave's right.
True.
Bird, bird, bird.
True.
Bird, bird.
Anyway, show the dialogue log. Come on.
Dialogue like.
You there, John's hot mom. That it wasn't a Freudian slip that time. I said it deliberately.
Kill me.
We phantasmal kitty folk don't have much use for disguising the thoughts we think to be true in our minds, nor do we bother to veil attraction to that which we find sexually appealing. Meow.
Oh,
These ideas I'm having, they're so interesting.
excuse
Wherever
me.
this
I'm gonna get a drink while Jaspro's straight is doing this.
These ideas I'm having, they're so interesting. Wherever this frame of reference has been all my life, color me glad I'm dead. John's hot mom, did you know you killed me? No, not the girl, the cat, I mean. You were twice culpable in a way. The murder weapon was in your custody and bequeathed to you by roundaboutly by yourself as an aged ghostly granny woman. The plummet of the gut-crushing tome was the last thing I ever witnessed. Of course, the old woman herself was murdered by the accursed thing too, so one could hardly blame her for pulling a few strings here and there, that it might find another victim. When a bedeviled joke-a-puss is taken with certain individuals, it can be difficult to wrest them away from its favor. Wow. Look at me boring you with all this elementary tome trivia everyone knows already. What is this, the kitten corner? The fact that John's hot mom one time The fact is, John's hot mom, one time you and your cornball joke made a pussy pancake out of me.
Huh?
I suppose Roxy had a hand in it too. I suppose Roxy had a hand in it too, technically, though it seems Mom had it in her blood to do well-intended harm to that poor critter I used to be. It's okay though, because she makes up for it with the best funerals. Purr, purr, purr. They are a treat. Each of my halves received one. I remember you so clearly in that desert as the life drained away and I through the shabby last words of a raffish amateur. I clearly remember, in spite of what a hackneyed showing that was, I still had the presence of mind to be overwhelmed by the sense for how much you cared. And that gives me such a warm emotion right now, and it makes me want to poof up a little with friendliness. But these aren't the only memories of death I have, or the only memories of life I had, for you see, I've had many. Screwing up these sprites is a marvelous thing. It opens you up. The cells become curiously multidimensional, concentrated. I recall the lives of many Roses lost, and many Jaspers, maybe even more than 9. Not that any of them matter now. Not that any of them matter now that they've each chased their own laser pointers to their respective futilities. And now I am all that's left of them. Nor does it matter to the task at hand for which we must prepare, does it, Hot Mom Crocker?
What?
For the battle ahead, we're still on healing duty. Didn't anyone tell you yet?
No.
The game plan is simple. You jumpstart the cadavers while I scoot you around. How's that sound, Cookie Tits? Does it tickle your toe beans?
Oh.
Everyone gasps.
Well, oh, that's you. Go on.
Well, that settles that. Plan of action secured. Maybe it's time for you to go away now.
It may very well could be. Farewell, transitorily. Chirp! Hello, Kanaya! Funny meeting you down here in this cave. That is to say, the place I know you went to and skittered here to visit in order to find you.
Rose, dear God, what happened?
What hasn't happened? We've been through a lot, haven't we? All of us. Reality itself, really. Reality itself has been through so much and puts people through so much simultaneously. Like the two of us. Reality has put one version of you... Reality has put one version or another of you through so many things with one version or another of me. It's all been so sweet and stupid and silly and sad, hasn't it? You'd agree if you could remember. But after I watched your molecules come apart as I lay there dying in the great big neon-skied litter box, there was one thing that occurred to me. I never got a chance to say to you. Aww.
Those weren't words.
It's actions, I guess.
Alright, so...
Dave and Derek! Surely this is where the party's at. Couple of cool cucumbers like you. See, Dirk knows what's up. What with the party pants? I
Wait.
call them the cat's pajamas if the phrase didn't literally describe my ensemble.
Hold on.
What?
You said cool cucumbers.
Cool.
The cule is a measurement.
I think you meant cool cucumber.
Bitch, you know what I meant. Hold on.
Hmm?
What?
Hold on.
What?
Okay.
Look, if you're gonna bring up the Kuhl theory video, no, I don't care. That's not what this is about. You said Kuhl cucumbers.
One cule. If you asked me for
Stop!
a number and I gave you
No! It's not about that!
2 cules. You asked me for a hamburger, but it turns out I don't really exist. Where I was originally standing, a picture
Stop.
of a hamburger rests on the ground.
No, stop. This isn't about that.
You can end this by turning the page, but you refuse to turn the page.
Hey, Kuhl,
So
you
you
were
are
the
the-
hamburger.
But Susie
You
didn't-
start screaming, only
Susie
that-
didn't finish reading this. I stopped her at party pants.
No.
Finish the paragraph!
I did, you fool!
Susie did.
When?
That's the problem. You weren't paying attention. You were
Alright,
talking
cool.
Or
about.
Kuhl, why
Right.
are we speaking German? A
Okay.
mom cries as he cradles a young cow. Your grandfather stares at you as hard to patties. You look down, only see me with pickles for eyes. I am singing the song that gives birth to the universe.
Hey, there you go.
Alright, well.
Okay.
Yep. Looks like someone just dunked me in a chili tub. Earth the Strider Bros. Does it look like I'm in the mood for a fucking bath? So... this is it? The big reunion comes down to this then. A whole lot of awkward sitting around while we all gaze at my father's pretty legs? Boring! I'm a sprite to the second power, yet what do I find sitting here on this ancient skyscraper? None other than the true squares of the party. Pounce! Damn. Surprise, Jade's unintelligent father, and greetings, for it is I, a brand new entity with which you are not familiar. And that bull troll sprite, I guess. And ooh, hey, the last unprototyped kernel. That's sure tantalizing tidbit worth acknowledging if I ever ogled one. Like a stray toy some idiot chased under the fridge. Oh, looks like you're both really boring too. Sorry to barge in on your weak times. Sniff you later. I love her so much.
Okay.
So, it just occurred to me.
No.
I saw the spare green sprite, and it looks like a little blinking light on those Ghostbuster traps, reminding me that I saw the spare green sprite, and it is like the little blinking light on those Ghostbuster traps, reminding me that it is. I keep fucking up. I'm sorry. I saw the spare green sprite, and it is like the little blinking light on those Ghostbuster traps, reminding us all that is an empty vessel in need of a lost soul.
What? Wait, no, time out. Ridiculous cat rose. I've stood by silently agog at your shenanigans, but I can't let that flagrant piece of misinformation go by unchallenged.
Mer?
That's not how the ghost traps work. The light blinks after they catch a ghost.
Oh. Really?
Yes. I just wanted to clear that up before you carry on with your more silly nonsense. Anyways, please continue.
Thanks, Professor Nerd. I'm feeling a lot more knowledgeable about a fake thing now. Now about that sprite. Which one of you here was concerned with the resurrection of fallen friends? Was it you? It was you, wasn't it?
Eh?
Regardless, you're the only one here on this lily pad with any vested interest in whatever deceased party member of that particular legume exhibit gets to rejoin us. And if my tally is correct, that's 4 torsos, but only 1 kernel.
Go on.
This is Rose.
Rose?
Rose.
Rose?
Rose.
Rose! Rose? Rose! Rose!
The amount of pink and purple has caused Lulu much confusion as she thinks she was free from the Homestuck. But you can never be free from the Homestuck. It will eventually pull you back in.
It's true. I was free from it for a scant few years before I was pulled back into the brain rot. And now it's further in, deeper than it was before.
See, I was in until Act 6, and then I was years free.
Still issue.
And now look at us. Look at this now. We're
Let's
almost
see how
done with
far we've
Homestuck.
come. Let's see how far we've come.
Let's see how far we can come.
No.
Okay.
It was a joke to it. It was a reference to an early animation.
Hmm.
Similar to You Can't Stop the Homestuck, etc., etc. I genuinely think that Lulu may be dead.
Oh
So-
no!
I should probably... Oh, that's why you were hearing feedback. I had my AT&T Wi-Fi on instead of using the actual Wi-Fi. You know, like a moron!
Vriska said the kernel was supposed to be for our potential resurrection purposes, and so was yours.
I have lost our place.
I know. Look at all the pink and purples. That'd be
Vriska? Who's this now? No. No. Can't say's the name clinks a water bowl. In fact, it sounds very suspiciously like the name of someone who probably scampered off, leaving exactly this kind of moral dilemma to the house of those who stayed put. So, who's it gonna be, A princely young wizard who wrought science through a wand? Or a fishy young princess who never spoke once?
And now we can just, I guess, fuck around, jerk off, I don't know.
Damn. Now I know where your brain is.
It's in weird places right this second.
Why?
I don't know.
Are you attracted to cat girls?
Not those type of cat girls. Not the kimono Mimi type of ones.
You could have just said Nico, and no one would have known the difference.
No, I'm just going to say kimono Mimi. Because that's very specific.
That is a kimono Mimi. What the fuck?
No, that is legitimately like the term for like the Japanese, like when it's furry.
Kimono
like,
Mimi.
Yeah, kimono
Mickey
Mimi.
fur. Okay, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Just a Nico. Interesting. Cool.
But it would be applying to more than just cats.
Silence.
It can apply to
Kimono
dogs.
Mimi is an anime and manga term that describes humanoid characters and that possess animal-like features, mainly a pair of ears and a tail. The appearance of ears and a tail is based on the family of each Kimono Mimi. Description. Oh wait, this is the perfect time for me to read you Kill Theory. Fuck.
Yeah, it is. It would
Sorry,
be.
I'm doing
something,
it. I'm doing it.
I'm sorry, something came
5
up.
fuels. You asked for a hamburger. I give you a hamburger.
Something came up and I was dragged away from the computer. I couldn't say
Your eye
anything. I'm
twitches
sorry.
involuntarily. Across the street, a father of 3 falls down the stairs. You swallow and look down at the hamburger. You swallow. There are children on top of the stairs. The pickle shifts uneasily under the bun.
Are you doing this out of spite?
You look at my face. I'm pleading. Yes, I am doing this out of spite. Fuck you.
I had an emergency. I'm sorry. Can we move on?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Fuck it. We got 3 minutes of ad break. Do whatever you want.
Yo, I got the Taco Bell ad.
Oh my god.
Okay, Susie, proceed. You've been given full reign to say.
All right. Shut up. I'm doing it. You asked for a hamburger. I give you a hamburger. You raise it to your lips and take a bite. Your eye twitches involuntarily. Across the street, a father of 3 falls down the stairs. You swallow and look down at the hamburger in your hands. I give you a hamburger. You swallow and look down at the hamburger in your hands. You cannot swallow. There are children at the top of the stairs. The pickle shifts uneasily under the bun. I give you a hamburger. You look at my face, and I am pleading with you. The children are crying now. You raise the hamburger to your lips. Tears stream down your face as you take a bite. I give you a hamburger. You are now on your knees. You plead with me to go across the street. I hear only children's laughter. I give you a hamburger. You are screaming as you fall down the stairs. I am your child. You cannot see anything. I give you a hamburger. You take a bite of the hamburger. The concrete rushes up to meet you. You awake with a start in your own bed. Your eye twitches involuntarily. I give you a hamburger. As you kill me, I do not make a sound. I give you a hamburger.
6 kills. You asked me for a hamburger. My attempt to reciprocate is cut brutally short as my body experiences a sudden lack of electrons. Across a variety of hidden dimensions, you are dismayed. John Lennon hands me an apple, but it slips through my fingers. I am reborn as an ocelot. You disapprove. A crack shifts through the universe in defiance of conventional physics as cosmological background noise shifts from randomness to a perfect A flat. Children everywhere stop what they are doing and hum along in perfect pitch with the background radiation. Birds fall from the sky and the sun engulfs the earth. You hesitate momentarily before allowing yourself to assume the locus of all knowledge. Entropy crumbles as you peruse the information contained within the universe.
The small library in Phoenix ceases to exist. You stumble under the weight of everythingness. Your mouth opens up to cry out and collapses around your body before blinking you out of the spatial plane. You exist only within the fourth dimension. Fountainhead of all knowledge rolls along the ground and collides with a small dog. My head tastes sideways as space-time is reestablished. You blink back into the corporeal world disoriented, only for me to hand you a hamburger as my body collapses under the strain of reconstitution. The universe has reasserted itself. A particular small dog is fed steak for the rest of its natural life. You die in a freak accident moments later, and your soul works at a returns desk at the Phoenix Library. You disapprove. Disapproval sends ripples through the interdimensional void between life and death. A small child begins to cry as he walks toward the stairway where his father stands. At 7 cules, I give you a hamburger. The universe is engulfed within itself. A bus advertising hot dogs drives by a pavilion. It disapproves. An unnatural force reverses Earth's gravity. You ask for a hamburger. I reciprocate with a mildly convulsing potato. You disapprove. Your disapproval releases a cosmic shift between the void between birth and life. You ask for a hamburger. A certain small dog feasts on a hamburger patties for the rest of its unnatural, eternal endurance. Your constant disapproval sends silence through everything. A contrived beast becomes omnipotent. You ask for a hamburger. I give you a hamburger, and your body becomes an unsettled blob of nothingness, then divides by 3. The pavilion barks. The universe realigns itself. You, the pavilion, and the hamburger disapprove. This condemnation stops the realignment. Hades freezes over. A pig is launched into the unoccupied existence between space and time with a specific hamburger. You ask for a hamburger. I give you a hamburger. It screams as you lift it to your face. You laugh maniacally as I plead with you. You devour the hamburger as it pleads for mercy. I disapprove and condemn you to an eternity in a certain void where a certain pig and its specific hamburger are located. The Universal Space-Time Continuum Committee disapproves of my irrational decision. You are locked away and fed hamburgers for the rest of your natural existence. A pickle refuses to break down during the process of digestion. You die in a freak accident. A certain pickle lives the rest of its life in a comatose esophageal state. Your soul disapproves. Anyway, I'm done with this shtick. Go.
Well, actually, you go because it's still Jasper Sprite.
Still?
If we ever go on another tangent that long on something that isn't Homestuck or Homestuck related when we're supposed to be reading Homestuck, I will end the stream immediately.
You said it was okay! But
yeah, it's ended like 3 minutes ago. The 30 minutes worth of ads ended 3 minutes ago.
I didn't want you to go on the tangent in the first place. Why stop you when you're halfway through? Obviously, I didn't want you to take me up on that. I wanted you to fucking stop!
See, Lulu is looking out for you, Susie. She wants you to finish, to reach climax. You can't just, stop halfway and then continue later. That's not going to work out.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Regardless, you're the only one left on lily pad with any vested interest in whatever deceased member of that particular legume exhibit gets to rejoin us. Oh, God. I laughed so hard I cried. Okay, I'm okay now. Oh, and if my tally is correct, that's 4 torsos, but only 1. Versus? Oh wait, we already read this.
Technically, we have it's or a fishy princess.
Or a fishy princess and never once spoke to Lalande. What about that other guy? The one thought half dead only? Or the girl who likes ships, because they made her less lonely. Meowsers, what a mystery!
Oh my god.
But seriously, that's all for me tonight, folk. I've sincerely adored hogging on. You've all been wonderful. Trails into the night.
Yeah, she's just gonna bring back. Yeah, she's just gonna bring the peta back, isn't she? Oh God. Oh Lord.
Wow, 10 path options. Wait a minute, you click and click. Well, yeah. Nothing happens.
Holy shit.
This path selection screen seems to be broken. Looks like free will got greedy and overloaded the thing with choice, rendering the graphic up there completely useless, except you guess is a cool rollover thingy. For the first time ever in the over 9,000 page history of this website, you begin to feel slightly deceived. Oh, how we would have loved to taste the fruit of free will one last time before this wild ride jerks our bodies to a deadly stop. Alas, it is not to be. You must proceed through all of these options linearly, one by one. You click the link below, as usual.
So, that was pretty fucking weird, huh?
Yeah. That was your sister.
Sorta. But I guess she fused with her dead cat or something.
Dead cat?
The bottom line is we both turned our back for 2 seconds and the shenanigan happened. Pretty much business as usual. At least that's how it rolls for us. I decay about you guys here.
No. Yeah. That's pretty much true here, too.
Yeah?
I never turned my back once. Never again.
What happened?
A muscular troll took my sprite. Then I acquiesced in merging him with my glasses, or my jackass pair of sunglasses.
Oh, right. That guy.
Yeah.
Hmm. So indeed.
So is pretty much the thing we're saying.
That's, our conjunction of choice, it seems. Fuck.
I guess you all pretty much showed up then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, before I even got back? After the werewolf girl appeared and... Wait, what happened with that?
It's like a whole story, man. Mostly involving Vriska.
Vriska?
If you knew her, you'd know that that's all I had to say. You'd be like, oh, it's a Vriska thing. Okay, got it. Forget I asked. She brought you here too, actually. Then jumped her ass off into that window to go do whatever crazy bullshit she thinks needs getting done.
Oh, right. Her. Then, I guess... Stuff in this session is pretty much sorted out, finally?
Shrug. Maybe.
And we're about to do battle.
Seems like it.
Oh. Are we... ready for that?
Kind of. Carcat made some drawings, so...
Are... you ready?
I guess. I got a sword. I got, like... sword and shit.
Cool. Me too.
Yeah, I know. Mine's not that good.
That's too bad. What type of sword?
It's Welsh. I mean, probably fake Welsh. I'm not that sure.
Well, mine's good.
I know.
It's... Japanese?
For real?
No, I don't know. Probably fake Japanese.
Fake Japanese. Kind of like how all anime probably takes place in some kind of fake Japanese universe.
Fake Japan universe.
Fake Jap...
Something nice. Oh, sorry. brain told me wrong thing.
Huh.
Yeah, I see it. I just faked Japan. I didn't see the E's for some reason.
Lamau. That's cool. Tough getting a sword from a place like that.
Yeah. So when are we supposed to fight?
God, I hope soon.
That one next.
Hey.
Okay, now that that little episode seems to be over, Roxy, maybe you can introduce us to your friend for real this time? Rose, I think you could come out from underneath the pillow now.
No.
Yeah, so like the hilarious Cheshire Cat Rose. This is my friend for the dead, Callie, and she's super pretty. She was my web friend online for a long time. And Jane's too. Jane, you just saw her, but here she is, alive and everything.
Hi, so good to see you again. Yes, likewise, Jane. And without your trollsona, no less. This is your true form, I presume? I think both Roxy and the enthusiastic cat girl are correct. Your natural appearance is quite handsome. Gosh, I'm sorry, I don't know how to reply to such remarks. Maybe it was because I can't bring myself to agree, no matter how nice it is to hear you say so.
I hear ya. Taking compliments can be kind of hard. Like, if it's a weird subject for you, we can lay off.
Callie, you're surrounded by ass kissers. You should allow me to lick your face so I can make an objective determination.
Damn it, Terezi.
It is the only way we'll know for sure. Though, if I'm being honest, you smell pretty ugly from where I'm standing.
Oh my god, you are terrible.
Please, John. I did not mean that in an unflattering way. I think having a skull for a head is pretty sick. If given the choice, I might rock the look myself. But I wouldn't stand for a bunch of cloying weenies sitting around calling me pretty. If that's the people reacted, what would even be the point of looking like a badass skull girl in the first place?
I guess okay. I guess that's your opinion on that then. Thanks for sharing, Terezi. Don't listen to her, Callie. She's a weirdo. So anyway, regardless of how you feel about yourself or whatever the thing a rude troll might have to say, I think you're pretty cute. Or very cute, even. Even though you look like a lot like your terrible brother, the fact that you're nice inside makes a huge difference. I think that when you are a really good person deep down instead of an evil jerk, the skull monster look becomes a lot more charming. I almost said a lot less. I don't know why. I meant more.
Wow. Thank you. You met my brother?
Yeah, he's garbage. I'm really sorry you have to grow up with him.
Me too.
I roughed him up a bit though, so it's all good. Ripped up his cape pretty good too.
He has a cape now.
Not anymore. Hey look, there it is. Nice.
What?
The ring. I helped track it down through time for Roxy so she can give it to you. It's so cool to see that it works.
Yes, I feel so much more substantial now.
You must have a really good friend to her for her to want to bring you back so much.
Yes, she's as good a friend as I could ever hope for. But then, since you helped, I suppose I owe you just as much gratitude, don't I?
Nah, not really. I had to save the ring anyway, and it just seemed like the right thing to do, giving it to her since you were so worried about you. It should be a nice thing that's between her and you. I'm just the middleman.
Okay.
Anyway, it's really nice to meet the person who finally gets to wear the highly touted ghost ring. Probably means you're pretty special to end up with it. What do you think you would do with your life now that you're alive and free from your jerky bro?
Oh, wow. I hadn't thought about it. The idea's overwhelming, really.
Well, don't sweat it. You have a lot of time to figure it out. That's the kind of point of life, right? To take a lot of time floundering around, figuring stuff out. Yes, it will come to you eventually. You should just try to have fun.
Yo, Troll Grouch. John is so nice. Ugh, it's kind of fucking me up.
I know. He's disgusting.
Excuse me, Callie? What happened after I woke up? We were all following that mysterious path. Did you and Jade discover where that led? Yes, I met my other self.
Oh, so you found her then?
Indeed. Or, more likely, the timing in the furthest ring was right. Perhaps she sensed me in some way, and untangled a path through the darkness. In other words, it feels as though I was summoned, rather than being the one to find her. She seems tremendously powerful. She's also quite frightening.
Frightening?
Not that I think she's dangerous or has ill intent. My impression was very much to the contrary. Still, while speaking to her, I can't remember ever feeling so nervous. Not even my brother made me feel that way. Her demeanor was so severe and chilling, so unlike mine, I think.
Maybe that's why you felt weird. Seeing a version of you that wasn't like you at all?
Maybe. So what happened? Not much. My presence there essentially freed her from that place, according to a pact she made with Echidna. She and Jade then left, to do what I do not know. That is when Roxy found me. So, you were only there to release her. Are you sure there isn't something important for you to do now that you're alive with us? I doubt it. For one thing, I have virtually no useful abilities. I don't mean to badger you. I'm just wondering how you fit into all of this. Getting to wear a one-of-a-kind ring and returning to join a group about to wage a pivotal battle. That strikes me as the profile of someone meant to do something important. What do you think you'll do?
Maybe it doesn't have to work that way, though. What if those are just some facts about her, which let her come back to life, but they don't have to mean anything other than that? Like, anything about having to do some huge fancy thing.
I guess so. First, Dave tells me human beings don't have arcs. And now you're telling me the culmination of an epic doesn't require a messianic archetype to return from the dead, thereby providing the key to everyone's salvation? I wonder what sturdy and time-tested narrative construct Jade is going to debunk whenever she wakes up. Maybe she will lay waste to the notion of endgame ships. Carcat won't be happy about that.
Huh? Okay, I don't know what the stuff you're going on about over there, but I just don't think she should feel like she has to do anything she doesn't want to.
I think the truth is I won't be doing much of anything. My other self told me as much. Her advice was to just live and exist as the version of us for whom that is an actual possibility. Hold on. Sorry, I had to click something. She's the one who will be... Okay, yeah. She's the one who will be doing important things. Oh, sorry. How so? She didn't say. Isn't that cryptic? Just how it always is with alt selves. So cryptic.
Hey guys, it's been cool having y'all meet. But do you think she and I could have a moment alone? Got some stuff I want to talk about. Hey, boy. Oh no! 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 Not this one! It's so cringe! No!
Let's have the lesbian cringe episode.
No, I'm muting.
No,
But you're
you have
Mina.
to.
Jokes.
You know, I've got to say, I've really turned around on horses.
What?
Horses. I used to hate them, remember? I've developed this weird superstition about them, about how they're cursed or something, and when they're around, they can only lead to bad things happening. Don't you remember how I was going on and on about that a while ago at the amusement park?
Oh, guess so.
But we've been hanging around them for a while now, and everything's been fine. More than fine, actually.
Pain.
No, this isn't the painful part.
It's coming.
So yeah, horses are okay in my book. What do you think, Mina?
About what?
Horses!
They okay. Kinda dumb and smelly, be making like fucked up sounds out of their big ass snouts and floppy lips.
Yeah, reminds me of the weird sounds that came from my neighbor's hive at weird hours of the night.
The fuck?
Don't even ask, because I don't know.
Okay, I am gonna say she has a good look. I enjoy the fit.
Lamo. So enough about stupid animals whose presence have no rational explanation anyway. What do you want to do today?
Today?
Yeah,
There is no today.
you know what I mean. Within the ambiguous time frame that would loosely correlate with a single rotation of a planet. Any ideas?
Nah.
Come on, we can't just spend all our days hanging out in this idyllic, bizarrely paletted cliffscape with all these stinking idiot quadrupeds. We should go exploring some more bubbles.
We explored an awful lot already. Ain't they sorta all the same by now?
I mean, roughly speaking, yeah. They're all arbitrary memory collages, I guess. There's always something new to see every time. Whose ridiculous memory will we visit next? Like some nutty version of Kanaya who became a god tier in some totally ludicrous version of our session? Or maybe a version of John who never played the game at all. Maybe he went outside to look for the game and his fatherly Ulysses backed over him in his car? What about your friends? They're always fun. Like Nepeta's ancestor, the deaf one, she's a riot. Plus, she has a fascinatingly dark history with her, which her memories always seem to hint at. Or Eridan's douchier cologne. I know you have a great time whenever you get the chance to own him. So what do you say?
I don't know.
But you seem kind of bored. If you're bored, doesn't it make sense to go out and try have fun?
Not really.
But why?
Because it doesn't sound that fun. It just sounds like the same shit as always. Like, exactly like dreams.
Dreams?
They are dream bubbles, after all.
Yeah. But I don't...
Dreams are also like a crazy fantasy ride, full of fake shit that makes no sense. It's a great time, in theory. I guess when you're younger, it's fun. Maybe even look forward to sleeping, to see what the great Mr. Sandclam has in store for you next. After sweeps and sweeps of dreaming, you just get used to it. It's just the same bogus crap your stupid brain is just shuffling up and serving you again and again. So you stop paying attention and just write out your sleep. Then get back to business in the real world like a legit person with cool plans.
Huh. I don't think I've had the same experience, honestly. Sounds kind of like a bummer to look at dreaming that way. I always liked dreaming. I mean, unless they were awful dreams, which was fairly often. But I'd never say I really got bored of them.
Yeah, well, you are, a bit younger than me.
I am? Yeah, I guess so. I never thought about it.
Then again, we fuchsia ladies, We sort of have to get used to being around young people younger than us over our full lives. Like, much younger. Or at least I'd have to if I was actually alive.
I guess you're right about that, too. That's pretty fucked up to think about, actually. That if you were alive, you'd have to deal with existing nearly forever. Almost as fucked up as the fact is that you have to exist nearly forever while dead, too. Hey. Are you okay?
Yep.
You seem really down.
No, I'm cool.
Are you sure?
Meh. Maybe not. Don't matter.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Ugh. You know you can talk to me, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So tell me.
I don't know what's wrong. I'd tell you if I knew.
Are you depressed?
Shrug.
It sounds to me like you might be depressed about something. Or just in general.
There's so much clinginess here, it's killing me. It's giving me flashbacks to past versions of myself. It's
What, with Risk here?
yes.
This is, hey,
It's awful.
hold on. Because this would canonically be her second relationship of a romantic, non-black variety.
Yeah, I know.
Remember, her
That's
first...
what makes it painful, because I can relate.
You know what's even funnier to think about?
Uh-huh.
I'm fairly certain Vriska's older than Mina right now.
What?
Yeah, Vriska, like in the first little while of being a ghost, she like racked up. She like went around doing adventuring shit to try and find the treasure, right? Because space and time are kind of interlinked in the dream bubbles, the outer whatever. Because she did so much traveling, she actually experienced a lot more time than I think Mina has. Because Mina, I don't think Mina's been
was
running
just
around
kind of
everywhere.
in one place for a while, canonically.
Yeah. So I think actually Mina's younger. Because
Dane.
of dream bubble shenanigans. So this is kind of hilarious.
I don't know. Damn, Fishka.
Hey, it's okay to be depressed. I think just because you're dead, that doesn't necessarily let you off the hook from having psychological problems. I'm pretty sure I proved that to myself on more than one occasion already.
Yeah.
So talk to me, maybe I can help.
Urgh.
What's the big deal?
I don't wanna.
Mina...
What? I'm not, like, good at, like, talking about me.
That's all you ever talk about.
No, I mean, in a non-aggrandizing way.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry if I'm interrupting whatever the fuck is going on here, but I'm afraid I'm gonna need that treasure.
Pain.
Oof.
Hey, hope you don't mind I pulled you off to the side, like, away from the other nice pals for a little one-on-one rocks and cal time. I might be greedy as shit.
I don't mind at all. I'm still getting used to the concept of in-person socialization at all, let alone with many people. And yes, you may be greedy, but if so, then so am I by the exact same standard.
Fuck yes! Like a couple of friendship burglars picking through each other's pockets all shifty-eyed and looking out for cops. But also giggling, I guess, because that is in the spirit of the scenario in the question.
Yes.
I can't believe you're really here. It hardly seems real. After all these years and how you were just like a mystery friend online and then how worried I was we might lose you for good, but now... Wow.
I know.
So, you and Jane and Jade were hanging out?
Yes, It was great. We drew and told stories. I'd heard you died, so I was holding out some hope that you would show up too. And you did eventually. Just not the version of you I expected. I never dared to think you would bring me this gift.
Hey, Xaver, people want to hear you ribbit.
No.
Damn. Well, you heard it here, folks.
Continue.
Well, I swore I would, and John kinda double swore he would help. Damn, the kid is persistent.
I like him. He is easy to talk to.
Yeah.
I've read about him, of course. The reality of someone standing in front of you is quite different from what you read about them in a text. But then, I have no idea how accurately anything I read is anymore. I always believed I was in possession of the texts which decode your future, and I behaved toward all of you in that sly and knowing manner, avoiding spoilers and such. That was probably presumptuous of me, though, in hindsight. I clearly didn't know that much. I certainly didn't read anything about my own involvement. I never could have imagined being here.
You were so helpful, though. You're the force in our lives that gave us hope and that we could all get together someday. Going down that road has been crazy. And by no means a smooth ride. I'm losing count of all the times it looked like everything was about to break or catch fire, or actually did break and catch fire, resulting in loads of dismay. But when you look back, every time things went to shit, there was always something constructive about that turn of events. Something that was necessary for the good outcome to happen at all. So, whenever something stupid happens, like some a-hole gets a bonehead idea to steal a ring, and then everyone dies horribly, and at the time you think you're just gonna curl up and cry yourself into weepy non-existence, maybe those aren't even bad realities? Maybe they're just as important as any. And so are all the experiences that you had in them, and so are the experiences of everyone who died, because you don't just get to say your experiences are more important or significant than just because you happen to be someone who survived longer. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm grateful you let me go on this adventure, and not even in spite of the hardship it involved. I just had a little time to think about it in the Firefly nothing space. And I think all of it was good.
I'm happy that I could play such a role in your lives. I don't know if I deserve much credit for these positive revelations about your journey, though. You are the one who's been on the adventure. I have barely taken my first step. I spent all my life in my room, and then every moment in the afterlife, cowering in fear. It's only now that true participation is even a possibility. But even so, I really doubt I'll have much to offer. My other self, who I just released, I think she is poised to do something much more significant.
What do you think she'll do?
I have no clue.
But she told you to live, right?
Yes.
By which I can only assume she meant, yo, live it up, girl. Live it up, girl. Like, go shopping or something, or rocket down the highway in a convertible, cash flying out the back?
That is not the sort of sentiment I can imagine coming from her under any circumstance. But yes, maybe something to the effect of encouraging me to enjoy my existence, as communicated by a more typical, truly asocial member of my species. Really, what I took from it was, she is the real one, with all the power and relevance now, and I am the spare, a civilian in a sense, like in a war. And the only use for civilians from a militaristic mindset are those who live their lives in whatever completely irrelevant way they choose to. They are the collateral at stake, the ones for whom the war is theoretically fought, but whose lifestyles, choices, happiness and such hold no concern whatsoever for those fighting on their behalf. This, I think, is the mindset of cherubs of her alignment. As protectors, it is the relationship they have with those they protect. So that is probably the relationship she believes she has with me.
You make it sound like she is a legit Callie and you're just the afterthought. Like the one from the funky reality that didn't go right?
Technically, her timeline was doomed by her predomination alone. Even so, yes, it does feel as though my reality was the oddity. Cherubs were never supposed to grow up like me, exposed to other caring people and learning from them. It made me different and unfit to predominate. Yet ironically, this was the requisite for the timeline's success. It was necessary for you all to begin your journey as well.
It's gonna take a swig.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God. So this seems like an example of what I was just saying, actually. The story of the two Callies. Neither is really more important. End quote. And your timelines can't really be described as the good one or the bad one. There were good and bad things about both ways stuff went. And different qualities to the people you've become. Her life sounds like it was harsh and lonely in its own way, but it sort of paid off because she can go beat her brother, but then got arbitrarily punished for that outcome because it wasn't supposed to happen. And then finally you meet her and free her or something, so she presumably goes off to do something badass? Then there's you, who had probably an even more challenging upbringing getting so hassled by your bro. And he killed you, I guess, because the way the deck was shuffled, he had the edge this time. But the upshot was that you got to have all these great friends who cared about you. And it helped you to become the nice person you are, which means a lot to other people. So now, you get to live whatever kind of life you want and be completely free of all the crummy stuff you grew up with. Who cares if you aren't as strong as her, or don't have the wicked powers she does, or some important mission to do? You both came from perfectly legitimate realities, and IMHO, you are both equally valuable. And both of these realities seem to be tied together. She can't do her mysterious badass thing unless you make it all the way through your journey and free her. And your reality was the thing setting on the stage for this huge multiversal vortex of problems, which after a kajillion fucking epochs, she was always meant to resolve in some way. And that doesn't mean your life was like a means to an end in a big cosmic sense. I think it's more like you are the end, or one of the ends. You and me and everyone who made it and everyone who didn't. So that means you don't have to be able to do a lot of super special shit to validate your identity as the real version of yourself. The only validation you need is being who you are, because no one can be that person but you.
Those are very inspiring things to hear, Roxy. I hope you are right. Even so, I think I would still like to be useful.
You can be. You can help me out.
How?
I know you aren't god tier or anything, and probably never did much to get in touch with your aspect, but that doesn't matter. You are space, right?
Yes, a muse of space.
Sounds cool.
It is cool, I think. Especially having seen what I could have been.
No, but that potential has to be inside you somewhere. Actually, it's one reason I wanted you to be with me here for a while. Aside from catching up a bit.
What do you need me to do?
Nothing really. Just be here with me while I try this. I don't know why, but I feel like your presence will help. And if nothing else, I just like having you here. Makes me feel better without trying to focus on this weird little chore.
But you think my aspect is relevant?
Maybe. I think space is related to this in some abstract way I can put my finger. I gotta make this egg, see?
Huh?
But it isn't really just an egg. It's this hella complicated egg in both its biological design and everything it represents for the future of an entire civilization. And I don't have the genetic or chemical molecular blueprints for it or anything. I have to figure it out just using thought. Like, ideas. Ideas that are really basic and live in this primordial sort of quasi-consciousness. So I have to build the idea of this egg in some way before I do anything, which means trying to grasp its reality, what it represents. It's like a funky little construct of a biological propagation. And I think that intersects with the nature of space, at least as we have to come to understand it. Propagation of space is really just some profound cosmological feat of reproduction. That is literally a biological process, right?
Pretty much.
So, to make this egg, as a rogovoid, what I'm really doing here is something kind of insane. You yourself told me once how I'd be able to do this crazy shit.
I did.
I'll be like probing nothingness for an idea, a pretty complicated idea in this case, and pulling that idea from unreality. So maybe if I'm right and a closer connection to the nature of space will help me locate that idea. So maybe if I'm right and I did read that right, what the fuck? Hussy! What the fuck is this fucking grammar?
He didn't write it.
Almost like standing next to an antenna to boost the signal of that idea. Then maybe my chances will be better. And hey, even if not, it's just kind of nice to have a friend nearby while you try to do hard.
Yeah, this was all of Act 6 was basically ghost written by him, but that's not his hand on a keyboard. That's one of his friends.
Friends, paid interns.
What do you think they're talking about over there?
I suspect Roxy wanted some time to patch up with an old friend. I'm sure I would want the same if I hadn't just had an extensive reunion with her myself.
Yeah, I guess we should just chill out here and give them a moment. It isn't quite the time to head to our battle stations yet, so we might as well try and relax until it is.
I imagine it's a lot easier to relax when another version of yourself hasn't been hijacked by your dead cat.
Yeah, it probably is. Maybe you should try not to let her bug you, Rose. She seems harmless enough, plus she's pretty funny.
Sounds suspiciously like the advice of someone who's never had to deal with an outlandish alternate version of himself.
Hey, I've bumped into other Johns a few times. Can't say the experience has been anything other than perfectly agreeable.
You mean Johns that were essentially time duplicates in the course of your retcon quest?
Yes.
Those don't count. Those were just regular Johns. What I'm saying is, you never had to deal with the John who was like half Harry Anderson and half Maplehoof the dear departed pony.
Wow, that sounds great!
Come to think of it, you're the only one of us who hasn't... I mean, of our original group of friends, Dave had... Sorry, I read that the wrong way. Come to think of it, you're the only one of us who hasn't. I mean, of our original group of friends. Dave has Bird Dave, Jade had Dog Jade, and now I have... Cat Rose. Why were you let off the hook?
I don't know. Guess you guys are luckier than me.
Even putting aside the wildly unwelcome body horror slapstick routine she presents, and the machine gun salvo of opprobrious remarks, with conduct which my cat is apparently capable of releasing from my subconscious, I'm not sure where this leaves me.
What do you mean?
I felt like I understood my place. I'd gotten myself in order, somewhat. My, beverage decisions had gotten more reasonable. I was ready to bear down and play my part in finishing this. I could even handle a stray rose sprite brought to my doorstep by my sweet imbecile of a pet. Idiotic though that was, I was still clearly Rose Prime. But can I really claim that now? She's a sprite squared? How is that even a thing? Can someone tell me how that's even a thing? I can't tell you how it's even a thing. I think we're all just as flabbergasted as you at this at its thinginess. What's next? Is there a sprite cubed? Or a... Let's not even entertain this avenue of thought. The point is, she must be quite powerful, insightful, and in spite of the beast she rents headspace out to, intelligent as well. Doesn't she arguably have more claim to being real Rose than I do?
I don't think that the real Rose necessarily means the... I don't think being the real Rose necessarily means being the one who is more outgoing and chatty and powerful and stuff. I'm not sure it means anything. I think maybe we should try to drop the stuff about who's the real version of who anyway. It's weird and just hurts people's feelings.
I don't care if my feelings are hurt, though. I just want to know where I stand.
I really don't think she is that threatening to you. Believe me, you still seem like the Rose I always knew, whereas she... doesn't quite? It seems to me she is a lot more interested in having fun and zipping around like a silly lunatic than usurping you as the main Rose.
Sure, that's what she wants you to think.
But why do you care? I thought I heard the other Rose say before she was a cat that she liked the idea of having some sort of backup Rose.
Being.
Do you not feel that? Huh?
Being, not having.
But okay. But why do you care? I thought I heard the other Rose say before she was a cat that she liked the idea of being some sort of backup Rose. Do you not feel that way too?
That was a different context. I probably would have felt the same way if I found myself in her exact situation. Jaspros changes everything, though. Now I feel a certain responsibility. Like I have to really step up.
Step up?
Yes. To make sure I stay regarded as the exemplary model. To provide assurance the concept of Roseness itself doesn't degrade due to black market peddlers of substandard shit. Basically, I need to defend the integrity of the brand.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing. I just missed you so much.
My brand misses you too, John.
Your brand has good taste in friends and kicks ass. Nerds. Hey, how do you think Kanaya and Karkat are doing?
They're probably getting a stern earful of roiling monster patois right now.
Do you think they'll be successful
And what?
at talking to a monster? I don't know.
I think Karkat will successfully fail to understand the monster, and possibly also successfully shout at the monster. Kanaya, I think, will probably successfully do something sensible in response to whatever the monster demands.
So you think they're going to be able to pull it off?
I'm still not sure what it is. But yes.
Well, the idea was to release the frog, I think.
You think so?
That's what Vriska said.
Vriska says a lot of things. That's the basic idea, yes. But monsters can be complicated. Regardless, I think the right person was summoned to handle it.
You really trust Kanaya, don't you?
Sure.
Not to change the subject too hard, into something that maybe you don't want to talk about because of your brand, but I think you make a nice couple.
You do?
Yes, I thought so last time I was hanging out with you both in the screwed up timeline, but didn't say anything then. I still think it's true. I'm glad it didn't change when I retconned some things.
I am too.
Maybe that means it's a strong relationship? If it can survive... God, whatever the hell happened. A hard 3-year reboot and then the sudden presence of Vriska?
When you put it that way, it really does sound like you were trying to fuck us up.
Nerds! Nerds! Nerds, nerds!
Tereshi, shush.
What? I've just been minding my own business and now I...
Damn it. There.
I've just been minding my own business and in no way whatsoever saying anything directed at a couple of silly nerds saying dorky things.
No, you said nerds twice. You always say nerds when it's earshot of other people who are just being friendly.
Isn't it weird how you're making this observation and no one else is?
What? No.
Meaning, maybe if I had. Maybe I only say it when the pair of nerds in earshot happen to include you. Ah,
What was that look?
what look?
That look you just gave me.
I didn't give you a look, dingus.
Yes, you did. Don't look at me like that.
Whatever. Look. Whatever look you think I gave you, it was in your imagination. It is possible you may be flattering yourself, Eggbutt.
Okay, whatever. Hey, what are you even still doing here? Aren't you going to go with Dave and get ready for the battle?
Yes, I'm just giving him and his bros some time to themselves first. I'm sure they could use it, and whatever the hell is going on between them. The last thing I want to do is involve myself. That sounds even more awkward than lingering around you goofballs, or goofy bunch of nerds being all cute and mushy with your human family and friendship stuff.
Yeah, you sure do sound put off by it. I'll hang in on our every word and such.
It takes a will of iron, trust me.
Uh-huh. But yeah, I actually do agree. It does sound pretty awkward to be around Dave and his bro while they can, get to know each other, I guess.
Yep.
I'm not sure how well Dave really even knew his adult bro, actually. Aside from bogusly idolizing him in a way that was really transparent that he didn't. I wonder how different Dirk is from him, if at all.
I wouldn't be the one to ask.
What do you think, Rose?
I don't think there's anyone who could answer that. I suspect literally no one in the history of anywhere has ever met both people. Until, as of now, Dave himself.
I hope Dave's okay.
Oh, shit.
Bomb. Wow.
I just imagine the old 3D pinball noise, when you boot it up.
Oh,
Or
sorry.
like the whirring noise.
I don't know.
Egg.
Egg.
Katamari egg.
Get the money, the machine.
Gasp.
Hell yeah! Do a little dance. Egg!
Egg.
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 She did an egg.
Egg. Oh god, she's back!
Well,
It's me again. Murr, perp. Cat sounds, stretch. You miss me, Rose? Did you know I love you? Weird thing for me to say and for you to hear, probably. I inherited the adoration our cat had for you, which is now strangely directed at with the exact same intensity at myself because I'm you. Well, funnily enough, this manifests itself in a particularly acute form of narcissism, which is something we already were sort of afflicted by. And so our cat, by the very nature of being the sort of animal he was. The bottom line is, I'm pretty twisted up inside in the most beautiful ways, and it's wonderful.
It really isn't.
As much as I enjoy getting a load of that mug of you, it's not actually why I dropped by. I'm here on a curt manner of business with Jane.
Huh?
We have to prepare for our healing duties, hammer out a strategy and such. Really sink our claws into the expensive upholstery of that problem. But first, I have somewhere to take you.
What? Where?
There's someone you really must meet before we all start skittering across the big, great laminated floor of combat. As the ghostly spiritual guide of whomever my whims decide I should be serving at any given moment, I can't allow another second to pass without introducing the two of you.
Who?
This way. Meow 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 meow. Nya 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 nya. The fuck?
Oh my god. You're meeting yourself.
That was the weakest hoo-hoo you've ever given us. Do you feel ashamed? That was even weaker. All right, that's acceptable.
You can stay here with the others until I have this. You can stay here with the others until this all blows over.
With who exactly?
Jade, she's sleeping. Please keep an eye on her, okay?
Yes, of course. I'd be happy to.
Also, a man they call the mayor is here. I don't know much about the dude myself, but apparently he is a hell of a guy. Give him my regards.
I will.
Kiss, you fools. Do it. So, yeah, if we make it through this, I'll come back for you. And then we can figure out what happens next.
I can't wait.
Hope you're not sick of hearing it yet. But I'm still so psyched you're with us.
Of course I'm not sick of it.
It is just... Ugh.
Eh?
Kelly, in times such as these, you know, words have a trouble cutting it. Come here. Gay. Keep me in your thoughts, okay? In the luckiest and most magicest way you know how.
I will, Roxy.
Now, if you will excuse me... They kissed. They had to. Come on.
No, that was a hug.
Aw, gay.
No, if Roxy seems to have some feelings for almost everybody, but
Especially...
so I guess technically,
I mean, she
You
has
would,
two
yeah.
hands.
She,
She
she
can love
doesn't.
everybody.
She doesn't run around kissing everybody though. So
True.
it was a hug.
I got a delivery to make.
oh man, we're almost out of this part.
Yep.
Oh man.
We are
Finally.
also currently on ad break, but
Oh.
sorry, weenies. We're just going to keep reading.
Oh no, if you're not listening and instead watching this fucking ad for that goddamn game,
I'm
Eternanites.
getting some kind of stupid fucking like car ad, even though cars are hilariously out of my budget.
See, I was getting Eternanites, which is about the guy with the glowing arm, and like his powers come from having a girlfriend, I think. So
His powers come from having a girlfriend. Oh wow.
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 So Supercell,
What?
wait,
Supercell, you know,
Never heard of it.
super celibate, like not like superpower incel. He's an incel, but when he gets a girlfriend, he gets superpowers, huh?
That's congratulations, you've put the thought of a parody superhero into my brain.
That's pretty much what I just heard as a concept.
let me look this up. Maybe I just remember every time it was like visual novel slash okay, a dating sim role playing game.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
already off to a
An
bad start.
anti-aging drug called Eternanites mutates people into monsters, and supernatural events begin to occur. An 18-year-old boy, who's named by the player, is attacked by an unknown woman named Delia, who cuts off his arm using her scythe, and another woman he meets on a dating app replaces his lost arm with a magical glowing one that can also transform into a sword, allowing him to fight monsters.
I'm not sure that thing you said lines up with him being an incel. It just sounds like he kind
No,
of got
but it does. But
mutilated.
it does line up to he gets a girlfriend and then gets powers from having a girlfriend.
No point in anything you said
Well,
In no point in anything you said did that say that girlfriend.
Well, no. See, because like an incel probably thinks that when they finally get some, they'll have superpowers.
Ow, God. Ugh. I
So-
hate this chair so fucking much.
You know,
Okay, here's a PSA for mesh chairs suck.
no,
They are a
don't.
lie.
Oh wait, here you go. Choosing certain dialogue options while talking to other characters can increase the protagonist's social stats, as well as his relationship level with other characters. Increasing the relationship level with another character grants the protagonist new abilities in combat.
That's lame.
Also, the fucking artwork is like 3 girls, maybe, and like some femboy, so...
What the fuck?
Okay. Can we move on now?
Yeah, the ads are over, so...
The ads were over like 2 minutes ago.
No,
Nope,
they were over like
only
20
like 30
seconds ago.
seconds ago.
Yeah.
Mine was done like 2 minutes ago, so
Maybe
issue.
maybe we should go over this again. Because honestly, I'm still not sure I get it.
What?
Who are we actually fighting again? Jack Noir?
Yeah, well, one version Noir. There's a shitload of them, though.
Oh, which one is this?
He's yours.
Ours?
Yeah, the one from your session.
But how Jack spent months in prison.
Well, I guess he broke out. He's kind of like a huge fucking deal now.
When did this happen?
I have no idea. I wasn't here.
I guess neither was I.
He's got Lord English powers, though, so he's apparently like just wretched fucking news.
Damn.
He's gonna be hard to beat, even armed with the ultimate weapon, some swords.
Sounds like some shit is going down. Let's not downplay our sword gambit, though. I have yet to encounter a problem where a sword didn't factor into the solution, at least in some way.
I bet.
Bear in mind, I haven't actually solved many problems over the course of my life. But the ones I have, man, swords proves hells of instrumental.
What do you mean you didn't solve any problems? Can you, like, program robots and stuff?
I guess I meant real problems involving people.
Oh. Those.
So Jack has Lord English powers?
Yep.
Does that have anything to do with Jake?
Not according to my current understanding of a mostly nonsense body of...
What does it actually mean, then?
Not sure. Mostly that he's really hard to kill, I think.
Okay. Well, that's decent intel, I guess.
He might be vulnerable to Welsh things, too. Don't quote me on that, because it will make me sound like an idiot.
Alright. Do you know when he arrives?
I already said I don't know.
Right. Guesstimate?
Not soon enough is my best guess. And I guess also my opinion.
Oh. Is everything alright?
Sure.
It just seems like maybe you aren't that into this. Or at least, not as much as I was. Whenever I imagine the possibility of us meeting,
Were you?
or sorry, whenever I imagine, yeah, I guess I'm not doing a very good job of showing it now. I think that's probably just what I'm like, though.
You don't say.
I mean, when it comes to people in general, but probably especially people who are an important part of my life.
So, you think I'm an important part of your life?
Yes?
You don't actually know me, though. Not this me. And I'm pretty sure you didn't know the other guy either.
That's true.
What is it about me that's important, then?
Not sure how to answer.
Why?
Because I'm getting the sense that you might disapprove of whatever I might say. Maybe you'll think it's weird that I idolize some version of you that I never knew.
Idolized?
See, it seems like you think it's, it seems like you think it's weird. Yeah. I shouldn't have said anything.
I don't know if it's weird, I just can't process it.
Why?
Because maybe not anything to do with you, per se, but how I view my bro. And I gotta say, meeting you, it's not rocking my world here, or upending any paradigms or whatever. Listening to you and looking at you, it really just reminds me of him. I know you're different and all, and also like a kid, I guess, but you don't feel that different. And hearing anything like that, like about idolization or like you were actually looking forward to this in any sincere way, is kind of fucking jarring.
Huh. So, like, things between you and me, from your perspective, are we, like, not cool? Well?
Well, here's well, I guess. I didn't fucking like you that much, okay?
Oh. Why not?
Honestly, I don't know if I want to get into it.
Okay.
Insert wind sound effect here. Okay, actually, maybe I will get into it. I don't know why my friends got to have adults around who about them. They complain bitterly about that stuff, so I guess I convinced myself they were on. But that's not how it was. Their complaints were trumped up nonsense, and I bought it because, I don't know, I didn't have any frame of reference. But his dad and her mom, no matter what they say, it was so obvious they cared about them deeply. Even Jade's weird fucking grandpa, who died when she was young, obviously would have done anything for her. Why did I get such a raw cut of the asshole deck? And why did it take me so long to figure that out? And like, he's dead now, so that's that. So that's all that's left, is to look back and try to put the pieces together my first 13 years. And all I can think about is, what the fuck was that?
Hold on. I'd say all I can think is, what the fuck was that?
And all I can think about is, what the fuck was that? I fucking fuck him again.
You're also a bit angrier than I think Dave is. He's just kind of, I mean, it's
Just kind of explaining, yeah.
But it's kind of like he's just looking back on it like with a little bit of. There's some mild frustration there, but I don't think
I'm putting it too much. I get you.
Yeah, I'd say this is about a 3, and you're at 5.
Huh. Okay.
No, I mean,
you want me to start over?
I mean, intensity. He's at a 3 out of 10, and you were up at a 5 out of 10.
Understandable.
Dave is just kind of like that sometimes.
Do you want me to start over?
No, just from where you were. I never want you to start over.
I don't come away with the impression that I used to try convincing myself of that he was like mysterious or stern or aloof. The only feeling left is this insane impression that I was raised by somebody who fucking hated me. And the whole act of even trying to raise a child was some totally fucked up game to him. Like, parenthood was one of the highest tiers of irony in his sullen bullshit bro ninja code. So he went through those motions and did whatever he thought was funny or badass. But under that weird stylistic and totally sociopathic approach to parenting, I can't even imagine that there was any emotion toward me other than some kind of loathing.
What did he do?
I don't want to get out the laundry list. But for reference, laundry wasn't one of those things. That was just one of the many little domestic things I had to sort of figure out. Sort of like I eventually had to learn what the real purpose of a refrigerator was.
Wait, what?
Oh no, there's too much to even get into. Just, I don't remember the atmosphere ever not being cracking. All having to sneak around and my shitty childhood spider senses are tingling just thinking about it. It was training, you know? But you know what it really was? It was some vicious shit that was bad and sucked, and I hated it. It didn't make me stronger. It did the opposite. It made me never want to fight. It made me never want to see blood or be near danger or hear metal sounds. It made me hate the idea of being a hero because he was a hero and he ruined the idea of heroism. I don't even want to be fighting the shitty version of Jack, but hey, nobody else has secret Welsh powers, so I guess I have to. What gets me is how long it took me to put all this together, to stop seeing it as some kind of roughhousey and eccentric life I had but was otherwise normal. It took years to deconstruct it all and put it back together to understand how fucking mad I should be. In particular, how stone cold and deeply uncared for I was my entire life. Like, being merely monitored by a violent robot. I only started getting it after spending a lot of time in person with a bunch of people who actually did care about me. And I could actually start feeling like actually somewhat human for the first time, instead of some sort of runty afterthought in a household cabal full of smutty puppets.
Puppets?
The fucking puppets! I know how it sounds, but I am not joking. And there is no shred of doubt in my mind that he loved all. Honestly, it is very possible that he was just insane, and that's that. I guess it didn't help either that we lived with what we come to understand may theoretically be the most evil doll to exist in any universe ever. In fact, it's my tenuous understanding that he came down to earth with that thing and actually sort of grew up with it. Maybe spending 30 years with some being inseparable from that hell puppet had some effect. Maybe if he hadn't been casting a pall over our apartment 24/7 since he took me in, grinning, glaring, laughing in my sleep, maybe our lives wouldn't have been quite so. Maybe we would have. Ugh.
What? Oh God, it's fucking dry here.
I wish it was dry here. God.
Just breathing dries my throat out, and I start losing my voices.
Kinda same. That's why I have water.
I'm fresh out.
Fresh out of water?
Yeah, I'd have to go and get some more.
Water. Go get some water. We can break.
All right, fine.
Water is important.
Hold on a second. I'll be
Go on. Shoe.
glove.
I will say that if you ever need a good water, just buy a bottle of Doritos. Just kind of empty that bitch, drink it, you know? Get yourself a liter bottle. It's just good. I say as I reinflate my bottle. Blech. Mark, now is the perfect time to tell y'all that I've been doing fanfic. Readings of fanfiction. Homestuck fanfiction. Perfect time to self-promo myself.
Oh, is it time for shilling? Okay. Hello. I'm ready for VT. You can find me over at twitch.tv. I got a lot of fucking games we're playing over there. Sorry. Final Fantasy
You can
VII.
find me.
I don't know. I just decided, like, fuck it, go senior card gauge.
Okay, you can find me at Atomic Sunshine on YouTube. I've been uploading pretty regularly. Recently I've started with Stargate Alternia, so that's interesting. I also need to redo my my silly little series on Detective Pony by Sonnet Stuck. And that's the self-promo. Now we wait. Blah.
I'm sorry. I decided to pull up Senior Mortgage from Homestar Runner just to watch it while Lulu go gets water.
Well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I gotta pee.
Oh no, now I have to talk over the video that I'm watching because everybody has left me and we can't just have silent air. See, for some reason, when I'm not on my own channel, I have to talk. I have to talk because at least there's no gameplay for other people to look at and things like that. Because if we're in silence and it's just text on screen, that's boring. People will leave. The number will go down. And because number go down, that's bad. We need number to go up. So a reminder to shield this Twitch stream at twitch.tv/mamaluluvt to all your friends and family and potential loved ones of any sexual orientation and or gender orientation. Shill it to your dog. Force your dog to watch this channel. Force your dog to watch Mama Lulu, who kill a bunch of people in Dead by Daylight.
I think I may be alive.
Oh, okay, cool. I can stop. I can now stop. I can stop the bit.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I return! Sort of.
What was the bit?
Give it a moment. I'll be with you shortly.
Did something.
And by which I mean now, hello!
It doesn't really matter what the bit was. I'm not trying to promote your channel or anything.
What?
Are
you promoting my channel? Damn.
No, I was promoting Lulu's channel, as y'all have left me to go do other things.
Promoting my channel on my channel? How dare you?
Yes, you can get people to clip the clip that I just rambled on about, and then have people send people to video to people and to pets, and pets also will watch the channel.
That you can have people pets. People as pets is a thing in the community. Which community, you ask?
Guys, I figured
I
out.
shan't tell you.
I figured out how to make my Twitch successful. You see,
So?
I buy a popular website,
Okay.
Oh God.
and then I embed my Twitch channel on the website. Boom.
Are you gonna buy Twitter?
No.
Unfortunate. I bet it's worth. I bet it's in your price range by now.
No. You don't know what I'm joking about, do you?
No, I do not.
Fextra Life.
Extra Life. Oh God, I remember.
The scummiest
Yeah.
wiki site of all.
No, I understand. Charlie did an expose on them.
Yeah, they view bot by embedding their Twitch channel.
Yeah,
And all of that wouldn't be as bad if their shit was accurate. But let's face it is not.
It's like, if you've got nowhere else for info in the first couple of weeks of a game's lifespan, go for Fextra Life, sure. But barring that, like after 1 month, there are going to be more competent wikis up.
Okay.
What?
Anyway, go with wiki.fandom or something. Wiki.fandom usually is okay. Unless you're going for 40k lore, in which case go for canon.
I mean, just as a personal note, for the past couple of weeks, I haven't been able to look things up very much because they block VPNs. So, but
Who does?
Extra Life.
Oh man, tragic.
But I look up, if I want to look something up for Baldur's Gate, I look up Baldur's Gate 3 wiki, and like the only one is there's the Extra Life one. And there's just this one hasn't shown up until recently. Baldur's Gate wiki at fandom, or the Baldur's Gate.fandom. But I don't know if it has any Baldur's Gate 3 specific details or anything.
I would wager it does if it's a new ad. Because there's already a fandom for Forgotten Realms, I think it's called now. Actually, it was always called Forgotten Realms. Anyway, back to it, shall we?
Sure. You okay there?
Yeah.
That doll. That was Cal, right?
Yeah.
Right. My version is empty, apparently. Whatever that means.
Huh? How do you know that?
A source. One supposedly knowledgeable in jujus. I never quite knew what that meant, though.
Well, whatever his was, empty is never how I would have described it. Man, I don't know if I figured something out here or, explained something, or if I'm just driving myself crazy with this talk and nothing even needs explaining. It doesn't really change my past or how I feel about him. He's still pretty much awful, no matter what the reason, and I'm pretty sure that's the only feeling I'll ever have about him. So, who cares why it was like that?
Yeah. That all sounds pretty bad. I don't know what to say, though. Maybe I shouldn't say anything, since I just remind you so much of him for, obvious reasons. I don't want to make you feel worse, or make it sound like I'm offering a defense. For him, or me. Because I don't have one. For either of us.
Come on, man. You didn't do anything. This was just some douchebag with your exact DNA who happened to grow up to be my bro. You had a completely different life full, different choices and actions and stuff. And even if you were going to turn out like him, you barely cleared the halfway mark on actually chronologically getting there. In some way, ranting about all this is probably just uncool of me because you aren't him. You're not responsible for any of this shit, but I'm sort of implicitly tacking it on you anyway. So, sorry about that.
I'm not sure it's true, though. At least, I don't feel that way.
What way?
That I'm not him. The fact is, I am. It's something I've come to understand about myself. All splinters of me are basically me, no matter how much I want to resist that truth. Or pretend they aren't reflecting my own qualities back at me. I bear a certain responsibility for all of them.
Splinters?
Yeah. I guess the concept isn't that unique to me. We've all got other versions of ourselves running around here and there, throughout the various compartments of this messed up cosmos.
Right.
I just happen to be particularly connected to mine. I felt haunted by them. And what that really means is I'm perpetually haunted by my own bad qualities. So when I hear about stuff I did in another reality, I'm not sure what my adult self might have ever tried to do to atone for that stuff, if anything.
Pretty much dick squat.
Yeah, but in my case, I'm sure I was completely in the wrong. I'm sorry I messed up. I'm sorry I messed up your life.
Thanks, but it still feels a little odd accepting an apology from somebody who I just met and technically had nothing to do with my life. Even if you do feel guilty splinterways or whatever, it is just a messed up situation, and I guess I had to vent. And there was never anyone I wanted to say all that to, and the only thing that was gonna drag it out of me, I guess, was like a teen stand-in phantom of my dead bro. Just some perfectly innocent dude having to take the brunt of this shit.
I'm not particularly innocent, though. I messed a lot of things up with my friends. Honestly, that's why I wasn't that bent on sticking around when I showed up. Pretty much jumped at the offer of flying here to get ready for some yet-to-be-explained battle. Battles are easy. Just you, a sword, some bad guys. It's a lot simpler than having to answer for things you did. For the most part, I feel guilty, or I feel pretty bad about the role I played in my friends' lives. Especially Jake.
What happened there?
I don't
Is
even
this
know.
weird? Is that fucking bold?
What the fuck?
It does look bold, but it's not. I don't know.
Because
It's
the colors.
yeah.
It's
I think
how
it's
the colors work.
yeah. See, no bold.
Okay.
I don't even know. An unmitigated disaster for which I'm entirely to blame. It's not any one thing. I think I was just a completely toxic element in his life from day one. I don't know what he's doing now. I wouldn't be surprised if he was trying to avoid me as much as possible. I'm sure that's for the best. I think I need to stay out of his business for a good while, so I don't risk poisoning another innocent kid's life. Like I did with you, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a little different because relationship between peers is like a whole other thing. It's tricky shit, and you're both figuring stuff out in a relatively equal footing, and you're both at the same point in your lives. It's not like when one person is older and supposed to be a lot more. Never mind, this is a fucked up thing to think about. But the bottom line is, yeah, playing low while you sort out your stuff can't hurt.
Right. The thing with that, with my adult self's ways, the sad thing is, I can really see it. How someone like me can go unchecked in life and turn out to become a much worse person than I already am. I guess I'm just relieved I still have some time to make sure that doesn't happen.
You don't really seem like a bad person to me, though.
No?
Nah.
Why not? We did just meet, after all.
Because I don't know if truly bad people wrestle so much with whether they're good or bad. I think if I ever since my bro like struggled at all with what he was doing, or if he had shown any sort of doubt, that might have changed everything. But there was never a crack in it, or the slightest hint of introspection behind the aggressive cool dude facade. I'm sure if there was if there was, I sure never noticed. I mean, personally, I think about it all the time now. What it actually means to be good or bad, or if not something that's starkly moral. At least just because trying to examine the difference between being decent. At least just trying to examine the difference between being decent and being a douche. Maybe it's because of him that I worry. Lulu, you are fucking distracting me with your cursor.
I'm trying to get it out of the way.
You are doing the exact opposite. I promise you. Stop moving the cursor. I promise.
It's gone. It's gone.
Maybe it's because of him that I worry about that now. But for me, I think that internal struggle is just kind of mild for him, or you, I mean. It sounds like some pretty dark shit, like grappling with becoming evil versus simply trying not to.
Yeah, that's not too far off.
But the point is, even just talking to you a little bit, it's obvious that you've been fighting with that, which means you care enough to put in some effort. I think that counts for something.
Maybe. Not sure if I'm ready to accept a pat on the back for recognizing I have some problems and worrying about whether they'll destroy me and fuck up the people I care about. That might be setting the bar kind of low.
Well, when it comes to the subject of him, the bar is already pretty fucking low, dude.
The weird thing, honestly, is it's actually kind of refreshing to hear a sincerely leveled critique of all my negative qualities coming from another person invested in a relationship with me, rather than from a fucked up iteration of myself as some bizarre trollish form of self-abuse. The only thing I've ever been exposed to are either various forms of self-loathing, either from me or my autoresponder, or attitudes completely oblivious to my real issues as expressed through my friends. My friends always seemed to cut me so much slack or were just never aware of the kind of person I really was. Well, Jake probably is, by now at least. But he's also the sort of guy who is just as likely to blame himself for stuff I did as he is to blame me. Jane and Roxy, though, never seemed to see anything wrong with me. If anything, just the contrary. Roxy in particular had a certain fixation. She meant well, but she was enamored of me, and seemingly everything I did. Which I think was the last thing I needed. To be idolized in some form by other people I respected. I had some of that feeling coming from within, particularly when I was younger. And since then, I've been plagued by the insane ego of my youth in the form of an artificial intelligence I designed, which essentially trapped that state of mind in a sort of horrid suspended animation. Until recent developments, of course.
So, was that stuff true? When you said you idolized the other version of me?
Yeah.
And not just some bullshit like how I used to say the same thing about my bro when I...
It's definitely not like that. I never lived with him, or met him, so it couldn't have anything like the contentious relationship you had with my older self. He was a historical figure from centuries ago. There was a lot to admire and think about fondly, especially since I was alone and never had any direct contact with another person or any concept of civilization. So, even though I'm sure I romanticized what his life was like in the early 21st century in general, it was nice to think about you. I passed a lot of time that way.
You say there was a lot to admire. Like what?
Well, he was pretty famous. Made some successful movies, at least under a somewhat expansive definition of success, and an even more expansive definition of movie. His work accumulated a lot of subversive political influence, which got him in trouble later. He made like 1 million bullshit statues of liberty, scummed them up with JPEG artifacts, and littered them all over the planet.
Holy shit.
He was also a pretty badass swordsman and an active member of the resistance movement. He slaughtered the clown president on the roof of the White House and flew away on a shitty skateboard. Then it seems he gave the Batterwitch a pretty good run for her money. It wasn't enough, but at least he went down fighting.
That... Yeah, I'm gonna need more details on this sometime.
Sure. But as you can tell, clearly there was a lot to look up to. I thought about the examples you set constantly. Creative ideals, the advanced theories on irony and humor, tales of courage and martial prowess. Really, I modeled everything about myself after you. Or at least everything good that I was trying to become. And I honestly probably spent an embarrassing amount of time imagining what it'd be like to live during his time and to be able to have something resembling a sibling relationship or be in some sort of master-apprentice situation. When I finally learned you existed and started to understand who he really was in relation to me, put a lot into context. I realized he was a version of you who got a chance to live up to his full potential. When I understood there was a young version of you, in a situation sort of like mine, whose time on Earth got cut short when you were thrown into all this, I was at least happy to think there was some reality where you got the chance to do everything you wanted to do, be successful, and fight for all the right things. Even if ultimately it didn't lead to a great outcome for humanity, and you had an opportunity to live a full life and show you were made of. Well, I guess I had the same opportunity on your world, somewhat less, fortunately.
Yeah, but then for all my bitching, I guess I never still grasped your full reality. Just like you probably didn't grasp mine, but just reading into the mindset of a historical figure as best you could. What if I wasn't as heroic as it seemed? What if adult me was kind of douchey too, in a way you couldn't observe?
Perhaps. But beyond a certain point, I think accomplishments speak for themselves. I don't know if you can just completely shred every person who ever did great things just because they had some flaws. All I can say is, it was important to me to see him the way I did. As a good person who inspired me and set the standard for what I wanted to be. Kept me going. And that said, I'm also glad there's this version of you who got to go through all the things you've been through. Like, yeah, you didn't get to be the cool celebrity who cuts down juggalos on a badly defaced government property. And the idea of a normal life was rudely taken from you, and it's something you'll never get to experience. But this is so much more challenging and uncertain. You get to apply all that potential you showed in one reality to something much bigger and more existentially critical. Whatever strength you showed in trying to save a dying planet, the fact is I think we need that more here. And the trials inherent in being a part of something like this, I think they bring it more out of you than a relatively pedestrian life on Earth would. Make you face more things about yourself. At least, that's been true for me. But it sounds like it's been true for you too. It sounds to me like the experiences you've had changed you a lot for the better. You mentioned the experiences with him that were designed to make you stronger have actually made you weaker, but really, I doubt that's true. I bet you've become stronger than you realize, not because of anything he did, but because of what you've done, and the ways that you've changed yourself through your own effort. I hope it doesn't come off as overly sentimental garbage, but it seems to me like you turned out to be a really good dude. Like, really, a better sort of dude I ever imagined talking to when I pictured meeting the legendary guy I idolized. I pictured him as probably being too cool to be the type of guy you are. But you know what? Fuck being too cool for that.
You don't think I'm cool?
Nah. I mean, in the right way, yes, I think you are. But in the way that doesn't mean anything, it doesn't matter. Not particularly. Anyway, that's all my stuff with respect to your other self. Again, there's a lot more I could say about him. Maybe stuff you should know, or maybe it's all irrelevant to the path you're on now. Regardless, I'd be more than willing to answer any questions you have about him. Or anything, really. Feel free to ask me whatever, okay?
Yeah, I'll have to think. Hey.
Huh?
Sorry about this.
What?
For what I'm doing now. This bullshit right here.
Oh.
It's really fucked up of me. What I'm presently doing. So, sorry about that.
Oh. Yeah. Man. This is some fucked up shit, alright.
I know.
but it's cool. Don't worry about it.
So fucked up. Oh. Sorry. That's really sad.
No, it's happy. What the fuck?
What? It's
Happy
it's,
sad. It's like
It's touching.
that's the word I want. Touching.
That was positive emotion number 5.
Look, my brain is incorrect. I was built wrong. Built incorrectly. Built stupid. Anyway.
Hey!
Hey.
Yes.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey!
You said another hey. Are you going to say hey again by any chance?
Hey!
I knew it. Another hey.
Can I, guess what?
My first guess would be more hey. But if the thing to guess is the reason why you sang hey at me several times, I confess to being stumped.
I got something for you.
You do? What?
That's the thing you got to be guessing.
Is it the thing behind your back?
Yep, but you gotta be more specific.
Is it a little piece of paper that says hey on it?
No, but that'd be so funny. You're pretty funny. Damn, now I want to go away and start this whole shit over so I can do that punchline instead.
Maybe we should do several rehearsals first, just to make sure the final performance is as funny as possible.
Yes, but no, what I have for you, ta-da, is this.
Hold on a
She has
second.
been blown away.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Just-
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
Okay, I see. You're making little adjustments. You're making a little
What are you doing?
There we
Oh
go.
God.
Okay. And,
What has she done?
oh. Just oh.
Oh, le gasp.
Is it real?
Yeah, I mean, as real as I can make it, which I think means as real as the thing that it is, and was always supposed to be when its idea is expressed as purely as possible through physical matter.
Wow. What?
It's a real alien egg, bottom line. It took me a lot of work and I guess Voidy's soul searching, but I finally made it. Just for you.
For me?
Yep. Hey, I know I don't know you too well. We just met. But really, it was always going to be for you. This egg is stinking useless without someone who's qualified to care for it. And that's you. Please look after the little guy. I've developed some oddly motherly feelings for this spiky fucker myself. It was like this whole quasi-intellectual, emotional saga or something for me to figure out how to make this freaking egg.
It's a matriorb.
Yeah, that.
I don't believe this. How is it possible? I still don't know how you did this.
Don't worry about it. It's just powers. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Magic noises. Voila! It's orb. Just had the subtraction of its non-existence.
Thank you.
Baby. No problem.
I didn't think it would be this easy. I mean, not that it was easy for you by the sound of it. What it means is I thought it was going to involve an arduous and lengthy process for myself to undertake in order to figure out how it was even possible to reconstruct the orb, let alone actually do it.
Nah.
Nah?
Nope.
So instead of all that, it's just handed to me like a nice present.
Yes.
I don't know what to say. This changes so much about everything I thought I had to do.
Does it? The way I see it is that you shouldn't have needed to worry about making the thing. I think it'll all be challenging enough to like hatch it. Scroll.
Oh.
Lulu, I demand of thee, scroll us down.
We are down.
Scroll us up a little bit more.
No, that should be fine there.
Yeah, there we go. Fine.
And tending to all the stuff that comes next. Isn't that basically being responsible for the preservation of an entire species of people? Like, not even a simple kind of people that all go about having their own babies by themselves and such. You have to like set up and deal with this huge creature who just does it all by herself, right?
Yes, that's how it works. And yes, that will be probably very challenging.
Yeah, so just focus on that. I'm sure you will have help if you need it. I mean, after all this shit is over, obviously. Hey, speaking of which, how'd it go here? Did you do the thing?
Yes, I think we did the thing. Our frog should be good to go.
We? Oh, yeah, Karkit came too, doesn't he? Where did he go?
Oh, he's still in the cave, meditating.
Meditating, huh?
Yes. It was a very spiritually uplifting encounter with the denizen. It really, blitzed our chakras. He needs some time to clear his head.
Okay.
Lamau.
So, you're Rose's girlfriend, right?
I don't know. Is that what humans call a mate sprit when the mate sprit is a girl?
I don't know. Is a mate split the thing trolls call each other when they are friends or boyfriends with each other?
Yes.
Ha! Aha! Then, the answer is yes.
Yes.
Lamau! Okay, kind of obvious. I was just making sure. Anyway, that's cool. Did you meet on your fancy meteor vessel?
In person, we met there, yes. Originally, we first spoke while she was still in her session. I assisted somewhat, but I think I bugged her mostly. That seems like a lifetime ago now.
So I guess you must have gotten to know each other a lot better during the trip.
Yes, we've had a lot of free time.
I bet. Man, 3 years, was it? That's crazy! For a whole bunch of people who only just met, including humans and aliens. Or, I mean, trolls. Sorry if that's rude.
We call each other aliens all the time.
Then you get all immediately have to together for like 3 years.
That is very much what happened and what we had to do.
Sounds fun. Kinda wish I could have been there. I guess I had my own less long stint with people in my session. Only like half a year though. Which was cool in its own way, but it wasn't nearly as social as your scene sounded.
It was pretty social, yes. But we also had our little groups who we generally convene with each other more often than the entire ensemble crowded together for a singular noisy affair. Such events were pretty rare, so maybe not as social as you were picturing. In fact, it was quite a subdued situation compared to the crowd I was formerly accustomed to congregating with. There were 12 of us back then.
Yeah, wow! I remember hearing about that from a friend who never even existed from this frame of reference. I guess that's another weird thing about my little sojourn to get to this point. It is all made of memories now that didn't even happen for other people.
That does sound like a lonely predicament in its own peculiar way. A sort of sacrifice you have to make, yes.
Yeah.
Sacrifice abounds, it would seem. I don't know of anyone presently alive who hasn't had to trade something very important to them in exchange for continuing to be a material seeker in this endeavor. You were forced to trade something too, but in return you've been able to do something. Something so wonderful that I'm guessing I'm judging your accomplishment from an especially personal vantage. But no matter what else you have been through, I believe you can say you've done something as important as anyone could ever hope to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope so.
No, that's an S. It's like a
yes.
I said yes. Yes. I really hope so.
That came off that is the wrong inflection. Oh god.
I hope so. I really hope it all works out and you get to make a super successful troll world.
Yeah, I wanted it to be a good place, not so much like where I'm from. It all sounds really daunting, actually. Not even just the propagation of my kind, but managing to do it responsibly. Just causing millions of beings to exist for the sake of doing so, and dismissing responsibility for what sort of people they become. That isn't good enough for me. I think Echidna was right. I'll need him.
Who?
Oh, nobody. Let's say it was a figure of speech. I'll need everyone. Whoever is good enough and wishes to have a hand in the way a world is shaped.
Count me in!
I will, but as of the immediate point in time, I don't know what to do anymore. Before you came, I was on my way to join you and Rose and John, feeling quite sure I was about to get ready to fight. But then you gave me this, and now I'm unsure of everything to which I just immediately committed myself. Immediately committed myself.
How so?
I want to help us win, but I also have a lot of responsibility now. In a way that's just much more tangible and also spiky and round and sharp than just a few minutes ago. And I feel I have to consider risk to myself is now also the same as risk to the future of my people. Does that make sense?
Ooh, I see. Yeah, it is like say a mother wolf being all ready to stand up to some other asshole of nature. Like a nasty bear, and she's ready to fight and all, but she's also got to think about what happens to her pups if she gets hurt, yeah?
Something like that. Except I relate more to an analogy that didn't involve weird alien creatures.
Oh, sure. Just imagine instead of a wolf, it's like a mother, way out here.
Muscle beast.
A beautiful mother muscle beast. And instead of a bear, it's, a Metroid.
Let's say good enough.
Damn straight. Be fucking fight of the year right there. But yes, that concern is completely understandable. You don't gotta fight if you don't want. But I'm sure we could really use the help.
I would actually be of much use.
I think so. I look at it this way. None of this next-gen troll stuff is even going to matter if we don't win the fight. So we have to prioritize beating all these goddamn villains. Especially the witch. And any extra edge we got is going to help. And though I admit I don't know much about you, I am pretty confident in my assessment that you're probably some kind of sick, deadly bitch.
Who told you my secret?
I knows it! In fact, I would bet that you could use your concern for all your future space pups to be way extra deadlier in this frame. Maybe you'd make the whole difference. And the point is, we need you now just as much as anyone in the... And we are all risking stuff and all in this together, and if you're with me, and Rose, and John, don't worry, we ain't gonna let anything happen to you. I promise.
Dang.
Dang?
That was really motivational, and I feel very inspired now.
For real?
Yes, a little corny, but definitely genuine and moving. And now I'm certainly psyched again to go dunk a narcissistic fish woman into a sea dumpster.
Fuck yes!
Not to project myself as someone fickle or lightly swayed on big decisions. Maybe it was just a roughly 30-second spell of cold feet. I just snapped out of it. I don't know. But you really do seem to have a way with motivational words. You must be a natural leader. I think your group was lucky to have you.
Me? Nah. I'm not naturally good at that at all. I mostly just yell at my friends because they were such a gaggle of frustrating bozos. I guess I'm just feeling way inspired by the fact that everyone is here together and we're all about to try and do something huge and important. I've also watched John in action a bit, and he is very good at this kind of stuff. He's actually so good at being inspiring that it inspired me to try and be more inspiring? That sounds dumb as hell, but that's true as shit. I also love how he's got no idea how good he is at leadery stuff. It is so inspirationally freaking adorable.
Shall we go then?
We hella shall.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, back here again.
I'll be taking this, if you don't mind. Not that I care if you mind, for that matter. Not that there's any chance you could possibly mind what anyone does with this secret, deadly secret weapon, since you've made it perfectly clear what sort of person you want to be. Which is to say, someone who's dedicated her entire existence to being utterly useless. Wait, which version of me are you? Are you alive? Be quiet, I'm talking. Look at you. Just look at you. How completely pathetic. What? What's your problem? My problem is that you make me fucking sick. Did you know that? That it's possible for you to go so far down whatever toilet you decided to jump into however long ago that you could literally make your own stomach churn? I mean, my God. What are you talking about? Is it my new clothes and tattoo and stuff? Look, I remember feeling that way too, all stuck up about certain... It's not about your new look. I mean, not that it's the slightest bit flattering. In fact, I think it's perfect for you. I couldn't possibly imagine a style more impeccably suited to what a loser you've become. Loser? Hey, come on now. Yes, loser. You are a loser. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that is what you are now. Are you really so far removed from reality that you can't see it? That this transformation happened to Did this transformation happen so gradually that you just didn't notice? I find it hard to believe, and frankly, more than a little disturbing, that some version of me could let this happen to herself without being at least somewhat aware of what a dreadful decline of personal integrity was taking place. I'm not a loser, though. I like who I've become. I actually feel happy and good about my life for the first time in maybe forever. Like, actually good about my life in a way that feels like instead of forced. Or in a way that feels real instead of forced. Don't you realize that's what it was like for us? You don't have a life. You're dead, remember? I'm the one with the life, and I fully intend to use it in a relevant and constructive way to help bring an end to all of the horrible shit that's been going on for way too long. Remember when you used to care about that sort of thing? No, obviously not. All you care about now is bullshit hipstery fashion trends, feeling happy and whatever the fuck it is you're doing here. Frolicking with some horses in an ugly field or some shit? Just absolutely disgraceful. How could I become so selfish? You do know this is selfish, right? This isn't having some fucking epiphany or like growing as a person or whatever serving spin you might be putting on what's happening here. It's just plain narcissism. The worst kind you're capable of. A total renunciation of any responsibility for contributing to the greater good. And it makes me fucking sick. God, my mouth is dry. Give me a second. Help me. No, that's not what it's like. You don't understand. You haven't, like, been through what? I've been through plenty. Don't get patronizing with me. How did you die again? Weren't you being stubborn and insisting on going off to fight Jack when that was obviously an ill-conceived plan that was going to get everyone killed? There it is again, making it all about you. Even when trying to be heroic, you let that need blind you, and you did something really stupid, basically leaving no other option but for you to get killed. So since you started your journey as a ghost with that little feat of self-absorption, is it any surprise that after however many pseudo-sweeps floundering around as a lost soul, this is where you end up? A shamelessly self-indulgent punk-ass nobody? Wait, are you saying you didn't try to go fight Jack? What happened? How are you the version that's still alive? Different shit happened, and from that point on, I started making better choices, unlike you. Contrary to your lazy, fakey, happy shit, I've actually grown as a person. What do you think of that, you frivolous, dithering bitch? Vriska gasp. Sorry. Honestly, I can barely even stand to look at you. I should really get out of here and spare myself the nausea. But I keep standing here, wasting my time dishing out this well-deserved smackdown. Maybe I'm paralyzed by disgust? Why are you being so mean to me? Mean? I'm just telling it like it is, sister. The truth is often harsh. That's something you used to understand. But now you appear to be the physical embodiment of everything I detest. God, I just can't get over your shitty makeover. Ugh. Hey, did you gain weight too? What? No, I didn't. I'm not. Yes, you did. I'm not blind, you know. I'm not fat. Sure, tell yourself whatever you want. Whatever lets you be at peace with your new life. Why are you saying all this stuff to me? What did I ever do to you? I don't Holy shit. This is actually getting to you, isn't it? Unbelievable. Well, that tears it. You really are beyond any sort of redemption. Fucking incredible. Have you ever happened to whatever happened to having a thick skin? Letting stuff roll off your back? Not letting shit get to you because you always knew you were better than the one slinging it? I guess this is what you call happiness now? Letting a few tiny little barbs shatter your self-esteem? You aren't happy. You're a hilarious train wreck combined with a sad punchline, and I'm ashamed to share an identity with you. Stop it! Fuck. I don't know if I can continue being both Vriskas.
This is... I don't think I can... I'm not sure I can suffer the secondhand shame
So which one do you want to be? Present or past?
I could be present, but secondhand shame.
No, I can continue being the mean one. I just can't do, like, I can't do
Yeah, I get
Vriska
it.
with the sad, the emotion.
Just leave me alone!
No, I would ham it up too much.
I don't care,
me
I just
try to
can't keep doing
remember.
it.
Just
Okay.
leave me alone.
Sorry.
Just leave me alone!
Okay, let me... Oh, don't worry, Circuit. I'm done here. I'm off to go do something useful, like winners do. Something you wouldn't know anything about anymore.
Just leave me alone. How could I ever been so awful?
Okay, this is just getting embarrassing. Time to shove off. Truth be told, I should probably delay killing Lord English just a little longer. Just so he can put you out of your misery.
Just go away. I hate you.
Your wish is my command, loser. Time to go get some awesome shit done and grab the reins on a relevant, proactive existence. Shit, I'm feeling more adventurous and worthwhile as a person just thinking about it. Anyone who feels the same way is more than welcome to join me. Say, how about you punky-looking Pisces? Does that sound like it might be the cut of your jib?
Don't talk to her. Wait, I'm not even doing this. Don't talk to her. She doesn't want to be anything to do with a piece of shit like you, and neither do I. Yeah, I'm not even getting it right.
It does. I don't even care. I don't even care. We just
We just need to get past this. We
Take
just
your
need to get
stupid
through.
treasure and your smug garbage about relevance and get it the fuck out of here. Like, come on, Mina. Let's ditch this evil hag and go find something else to do.
Damn. Do you even hear the words coming out of your face? I know I'm like 7,000 feet away from my goddamn mic, but damn.
Mina? Oh, what's wrong? Come on.
Yeah, Vriska. Listen.
What?
Fuck. I don't know how to say this.
What is it?
I think I might actually go.
Huh?
With Vriska. I mean, that one.
No! Please. No, please, Mina. You can.
I just. I don't know if. This whole thing is. Fuck!
Mina, no.
I'm not like agreeing with her on a lot of that stuff. I'm bored.
But I thought you liked.
I did. I mean, I do. I'm just sick of sitting around, not being a part of anything. Wanna go see some action, you know? Wanna go kill a bad guy.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Hey, me too. Look, see? I do too. Forget what I said. We can go fight him together. It's just not with her, okay? I can handle that. It can just be you and me.
Yeah, see? I don't know about that. The thing is, I think what I'm saying here is, as great as it's been, like, really great, I think this has gotta be it.
It?
Mm.
No. Why? Mina, please, don't do this.
You heard the lady. She's made up her mind.
Stay out of this! Mina, you have to stay. I don't know what I'll do if you're gone. I don't have anyone else out here. I'll be all alone in this fucked up place. I never told you this, but it's terrifying here. It's terrifying being dead and having to live through memories forever and dealing with the fact that nothing really means anything. It's infinite and dark, and it's all being ripped apart. And you're the only one who's ever made me feel good about being here. Yeah, you're the only one who made me feel good about being anywhere. Please don't, Mina.
Vriska! Damn! Why is this shit so hard? Not even lying, this is like the hardest shit I ever did. And I can't fully even explain, it's just how I think it's gotta be.
But it doesn't. You don't have to do this.
Yeah, I think on that point, we're just gonna have to algae to disalgae.
I cannot believe you're going to do the fish pun while you're breaking up with me.
Sorry, Cirque. 'Tis the way of my peeps. Here's the thing. I don't think any of that shade she just thrown at you was true. I like you a lot and all, but like, she has a point on one thing, which is you've changed a lot. Not better or worse or anything. I ain't disqualified to make that call. Just different. From the way you were when we met. Happier, I guess. I don't know, man. If you say so, then yeah. But what I see, though, is somebody who gradually turned to, like, vulnerable as shell. And that is scary to me. Because of the way I am. I don't think I'm really the sort of person to be trusted with those kinds of feelings. See, the problem is, you don't actually know me very well. Nobody does. And the main thing about me is, that you gotta account for, or I guess I gotta account for, on behalf of the feelings of the people I don't want to see get hurt, is, how do I say this? What you need to know is, like, I'm bad.
Gasp. No.
She giving her a thumbs up.
No, Mina, wait. I don't care if you're bad. I mean, I don't even think that's true. But I don't care if it is. Please, don't do this. Don't go, at least not right away. Can you at least stay a little longer so we can actually talk about this?
Sorry, Vriska. I'm really sorry.
Time to say goodbye, Mina.
I just did. Let's just get out of here, okay?
You got it. You've made the right choice, Pisces. Now let's go round up that army.
That was brutal.
Let's try this choice thing again. One more time. This time only with 2 choices. Nice and easy. Hey, works like a charm. 2 sweet, simple choices for 2 sweet, simple kids. There you go. One last gluttonous chomp at the free will pie before you will say goodbye. Don't say this website never did anything for you. Don't you dare!
It did nothing. It did nothing from me.
Oh, this website fundamentally changed who I was as a person.
Lamo.
And I mean that literally.
There you are. I've been looking forward to meeting you, dear.
Does somebody want to Take
Do you
Jane
want?
from me.
I'll do it, I guess. Unless Saber wants to.
I will lose the accent as quickly as possible for some
Oh
reason.
boy, here we go. You have? Who are you?
I'm you, but most know me as John's Nana.
Oh yes, he told me about you. Gosh, pleased to meet you, Nana. I guess I should call you.
Suits me.
Calling you Jane might feel a bit strange, and also perhaps disrespectful.
And why is that? It's my name after all.
Yes, but you're my senior by many decades, I gather. And you have so many more years of life experience, wisdom, and you seem to be dressed like a clown. Not to disparage your fanciful attire, I quite like it. I just mean that you've been through more than I can imagine. I couldn't call you by my name, feel wrong and flippant to treat you like my equal.
But really, Jane, the honor of meeting you is all mine. I've been looking forward to it so much since I learned of your existence. Ever since I spent that one day helping John through his session, there haven't been many reasons for me to feel particularly worthwhile. Yes, I tended to him and his sister for several years, baked for them, lent a sympathetic ear when needed. But in a way, it's been a lonely life for me since my ashes fell in this silly old sprite. I've been strictly an auxiliary actor. They're only to serve others, even during my greatest moments, to shine. So when I heard you, a version of myself who was a true hero, so young, empowered, and set to embark upon a life filled with consequential deeds, I was absolutely giddy. I knew that we had to meet.
Oh my! You really feel that way about me?
Yes, Jane. I do not mean to suggest I regret the way my life has gone, of course. I lived a very humble life, as free of intrigue and adventure as possible by choice. You see, I grew up in dangerous circumstances. I knew how cruel the woman who raised me could be, and what she might do to me or the people I loved if I made waves or demonstrated any sense of defiance. So I lived simply. I started a family and operated a quiet joke shop, though I always knew trouble was brewing. They were the best years of my life, yet I always had a little more knowledge than I ever let on, and used my understanding in subtle ways to help those to whom the torch would be passed in this great fight. But then, I made the transition from knowing some things in life to knowing a great deal more in death. Being resurrected as a sprite endowed me with a very deep knowledge of the game and its broader circumstances. I was in peak form, a true harlequin Hawes woman, and there was nary a question I couldn't answer. And then, the dear kids scratched their session and cast themselves into the unknown. I ventured with them, and so I too lost my bearing on the nature of what lay ahead. I went from my prime, a state of all understanding, to a state of absolute uncertainty for the first time in as long as I could remember. I had no idea what to expect next. It was quite freeing in a way. I had a wonderful 3 years on that ship with those lovely children. I thought little of what challenges were ahead, but when I did, my thoughts would always drift toward you, Jane. Thinking about you and this adventure you were about to begin made me feel like a child again. It gave me the feelings I used to have for the limitless potential of life before my stepmother snuffed them out, confronting me with the reality that life would have to take a considerably more limited shape if I wished to survive. So, when I look at you now, I see the potential I had as a child finally being realized, but in a much more special way than I ever would have imagined back then. It makes me so proud to see you as a heroic young woman ready to make a difference and forge your own destiny. I just wanted to tell you this before you go off to battle.
Oh, jeez. Nana, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much for those inspirational words. I think John was really lucky to have you as a sprite. Not to mention a grandmother. I lost the accent, fuck. It's no wonder he appears to have his accent. Maybe I would have been better off if I had someone like you to advise me from the start of all this. Maybe I wouldn't have felt so lost.
It's normal to feel lost, though. And believe me, needing to find your own way in time will make you a lot wiser than having an old lady around to spoon feed you all the answers. In any case, you have me now. I think it's been quite a long time since John has needed my guidance. The boy has grown so much since he clobbered me with a joke book on that fateful day. From now on, I'd be pleased if you would consider me your sprite.
Wow! Oh my goodness! Yes, please!
In fact, I heard from the cat girl that you and she are on hailing duty in this spectacular fray coming up. It so happens that healing is my specialty, next to baking, of course, and pranks. Why don't I assist?
That would be great too.
Oh, and Jane, one more thing. Just so you know, there are actually two of me.
Oh God!
Goodbye.
Fucking damn, Nana!
Oh boy.
Who wants to be Jake this time?
I'll be Jake for some reason. Tavros Sprite, thank you for serendipitously scooting away from me with me to my planet. I hope they all don't think me too much of a soggy knickerbocker for ducking off without making the rounds and saying goodbye. I just needed to get away and clear my head, and I guess get my gender up for this great green man fracas. I am solely contend with I am to solely contend with, apparently. Say, Tavros Sprite, you'll help me when I'll out this impending pugilism, won't you?
Well, you are normally Tavro Sprite, too. So.
I am normally Tavros Sprite. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely ready to bring the sick fire to those guys alleged to be on the inside an enchanted oven. Attaboy, Tavi. Oops, is it okay if I call you Tavi? Yes, I love it. Actually, wait. No, I think I
be Tavros.
Huh? You want to be Tavros?
I can throw my hat into the ring.
Oh, if
and
you
be
want
a
to be
pathetic
Tavros,
little
you
guy.
are perfectly fine to be Tavros. Actually, wait. No, I think I won't. On second thought, Tavi sounds so... No, I think I won't. On second thought, Tavi sounds fucking stupid. Do you want to, Sue?
Sorry. Yeah. Oh, it's. Oh, okay.
So, we agreed then. We wait here and limber up and flex our stupendous guns a bit, then let sail our haymakers once the circus trundles into town.
Trundles.
Trundles. The circus trundles into town.
I probably understood that remark and agree.
I just wonder if there's anything else for me to do aside from kiss my knuckles and lather them up with elbow grease. Turn my 10 favorite boys out for the bracing constitutional, you know?
No?
Should I be soul searching or straining my brain to have some sort of magnificent epiphany about myself. Is this it for me? Is this all there is to understand? Maybe there's only so much ragged wood a man can scrape from a barrel's basement. Maybe sometimes a fellow's gotta fess up to the fact that all there is to get about hymns. Wait, is that hymns? Yeah. To get about hymns been firmly got already. I've pretty much concluded that I'm a complete waste of everyone's time if I bother busying their lives with my brand of beeswax and buffoonery. I settle square on the determination that I just need to be alone for most of my life, and you know what? I'm perfectly okay with that idea. I'm just a lunkhead and a loner, and that's that. What else is there to wonder about myself or my future, except for which face is most deserving of my fist?
Since you put everything that way, since it's sometimes hard to disagree with a lot of consecutive words, I think I agree with you. Maybe you figured out that matters. That would be awesome. Let's put some extra effort into hoping it's true.
That's the ticket. I love my aspect. It feels so empowering every time I want to feel like something's real when tons of facts are missing. I really am a lucky son of a bitch, aren't I, Tavi? Shit, I mean Tavra Sprite. Black, what am I? Black, what I bad nickname, sorry. No, seriously, fucking that's what it says.
I know. Black,
but yeah, that's pretty much. But yeah, that's pretty much what the doctor ordered for the old Jake English. No romantic stuff, no platonic stuff either. I'll be like Mr. Non-Rom sans plat, or
Can I trade you for Jake.
You want it? Okay, sure.
Okay. I'll be like Mr. Non-Ron Sansplat. Or, horse noodles. There has to be some terminology that's more effectively consolidates my present understanding of myself into a coherent identity I can get enthusiastic about. Maybe the troll lingo has answers. Or maybe I'm just pioneering some sort of shadow quadrant system. Oh, lordy. Wouldn't that be a swift kick to the nether dumplings? What do you think, Tabby boy? Do you think I should take my idea to the troll and make a mint?
I don't think we have a thing like that. Also, all of my people are extinct, and my planet is badly exploded.
Oh, yeah. Oopsie.
But yeah, tragedy situation is not in consideration. I sympathize entirely with your social impasse, causing not good reflections about yourself. That may be also double as liberating stuff about you that randomly decide it's fine suddenly. Old acquaintances and guys you once called friends, those are very hard. Because over the time they get exposed too much to all my flaws and insecurities. And then they start liking me less because of that. At least that's how the truth feels in my brain. So I start thinking maybe they can't be that important to me after all. If I'm going to want to feel not sad about myself all the time, but then also I really do enjoy making new friends. And even though I don't have many talents or battle skills or intelligence or discernible positive qualities, one thing I think I'm good at that people underestimate is making new friends who don't know my flaws yet.
Yeah. Cheese and crackers, Tavers. What an inspirational little spiel that just was. Mayhaps you have more concealed talents than you let on?
No, absolutely not. But thank you.
Tavmeister, are you alright? Heavens and Megatroid Park. Heavens and Megatroid Park Avenue. What's the matter?
Meow.
Speak to me, Lobster Tavioli. Speak to me, Lobster Tavioli. Hey, Ricky Tiki Tavi, lay it on me, bro. Do you need to go to hospital or what? Godsooks, boy howdy. Gee willikers. Boy howdy, boy howdy, boy howdy. Godsooks.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we did both of them.
So we did,
Huzzah! We can finally move on with our lives.
and we can actually stop here for the night if we like.
Oh, yeah, we can.
We're just a little bit, not too horribly early.
You sure?
Just about right on time.
We could.
Yeah, so we can
This probably won't be that long.
So we can give. Well, I mean, this is an easy to understand stop point, but also.
Fine.
We're like
But
300
also-
pages away from the end of Homestuck.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had like one extra read.
True.
So we got like one extra episode read thingy, doodad, mudjig.
Fair enough.
Might as well.
I wonder if we're going to read Homestuck and the epilogues.
Past request before that.
Oh, interesting.
Anyway, yeah. So anyone who's like here on the YouTubes watching this later at some point, yeah, just happenstance on over my Twitch channel. It's linked in places. You'll find it pretty easily. Don't worry about it. Just look around.
It might be the final episode, or it might be the semi-final episode.
No.
Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean,
Honestly.
of like Homestuck, yeah. 30 something weeks. That's actually not bad. I've heard most people go for like 40 or 50 different readings.
Yeah.
But they aren't hardcore like we are.
Yeah, hard.
Structured. Structured. They aren't
Structured like we are.
They were.
Also, they probably have more, and also they have to coordinate more times, and also they have to do a schedule.
We are built different.
Yeah.
Structured alternatively.
I was just built incorrectly. I should not exist.
Were you wired wrong?
Built stupid.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead.
Empty.
We're gonna find someone to raid. Let's see who.
Also, you can find my channel at Atomic Sunshine. Woo!
Yeah.
Second chiller. Let's go.
If you come to,
I do voice acting now as a thing.
if you come to my Discord, you can actually find both of them and their channels through my Discord, which is actually a great privilege for being on my Discord because they're better than me at everything. So,
Damn, that is
That.
wow.
Damn.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
yeah.
You do a lot of things, girl.
No. I'm not that good. Anyway,
Respect for the hustle grind, though.
who do you have someone you want to raid?
Let me see if
Xavier?
anyone's on.
No, not anybody
Let me see.
specifically that I
Ooh.
think I should send y'all to.
I know. I have I know who I found the only correct option.
Okay, who's the correct option?
He's playing Metal Gear Online too.
You know, I don't have anything constructive to say about. Nothing negative to say about it. Don't have anything to say about it.
It's one of my friends. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna raid them. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Dang.